Check 1, 2. Can you hear me?
I got you, buddy.
All right, we're ready. Little Ruston High School football. We are streaming.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please stand.
It's so good. It's so good.
Silence.
Yeah.
We think of those many Americans on our coastlines that have been affected by the recent tropical storm. And a salute to the first responders, emergency medical personnel, and the many volunteers for their courage and commitment as they prepare for the rescue and recovery. Thank you. Now please direct your attention to the south end zone in our color guard as the Longview High School band plays our national anthem.
And good evening, everyone. A very happy Friday to you all. And live from the Wood Marine broadcast booth here in Longview, Texas, we welcome you to Lobo Stadium, the site for tonight's contest between the Longview Lobos and our Ruston Bearcats. I'm Kyle Roberts alongside Nick Brown. Nick, it is a kickoff that's 30 minutes later than what we're normally used to, but we're excited for what we're expecting to be a jam-packed night tonight here at Lobo Stadium as the Bearcats are making their first of 4 consecutive road games, 3 of which are going to be in the state of Texas.
You know, absolutely, and our Bearcat fans miss the Bearcats this 30-minute delay. I set the over and under on number of text I would receive at 12. I'm at 8 right now, but the kickoff is at 7:30 here in Longview. What a great facility, Kyle, and a great just venue for high school football.
Well, this is a very storied program out here in the eastern portion of Texas. And, Nick, I know that a lot of people were listening to your coach's show and interview with head coach Jared Ball. He spent some time out here on staff with John King. He was also with Pat Collins over here. I believe Coach Ball was here from 2000 to 2009. And so this is a venue that he is quite familiar with. And so we're expecting, again, a tremendous crowd tonight. The Longview Lobo Green is all over this home side. Ruston has shown up and hopefully will be showing out here this evening. Longview comes into tonight 2-1 on the season. In Texas, they started a week before we did in Louisiana. Ruston 2-0 on the season with a really good win over Acadiana in week 1 back at the Hoss. And then for the second straight home game last week, taking on the Cabot Panthers. And Nick, with respect to Cabot, that was not much of a contest, and Ruston did that last week with backup quarterback sophomore Sam Hartwell under center for the Bearcats. He was absolutely lights out. 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. But Longview got news this week that it was not hoping for necessarily. Josh Brantley, he'll be QB1 tonight.
Yeah, Josh Brantley will be here, quarterback number 1. I don't think there'll be much rust after missing just 1 week. Interesting, Kyle, these 2 teams played last night in freshman and JV in Ruston, and then, of course, Longview made the trip back. And interesting about that, in the state of Texas, there is a rule that you cannot play but in 1 contest a week. So a junior varsity player that played last night versus the Bearcats cannot suit out in this one. So if you look at the numbers, you're looking at a school that's really double the size of Ruston High School, 2,600 students, but yet the numbers seem the same on the football team. It's because if you dressed last night, you're not dressing tonight. So interesting, just different rules here, the 7:30 kickoff in the state of Texas. But I am excited. Boy, Ruston traveled well. They should get familiar to this because we'll be back here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, that's right. Jordan Hayes, Fabian Stringfellow, Peyton Martin, and Xander Hayes are the captains tonight for the Ruston Bearcats. Bearcats. Ruston is wearing the white tops with red numerals, red and gray stripe on the shoulder pads, and red pants with the gray stripe up the side. Longview is in its emerald green uniforms with the white Lobo, and the Bearcats will receive to start this contest tonight. And so with that, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the kickoff ready for you tonight. It's the Lobos and it's the Bearcats. Back after this.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with the locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Enjoy a healthier snack.
Dan and I started Cummins and Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we were dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you should you find yourself going through a divorce.
All right, Alexander Mitchell has it teed up on the 40-yard line for the Longview Lobos. And Longview won the toss. They deferred to the second half. And Ruston will have in the backfield returning Aiden Ending and Jordan the Jet Hayes. It is a short lineup for Alexander, puts his foot into it, and Mitchell's kick is fielded at the 20-yard line, and that appears to be Dylon Brooks, I believe, to the 25 and down at the 26-yard line. The Ruston Bearcats will have 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line to get this game off and underway.
That was strategy by head coach John King of the Longview Lobos, Kyle, because certainly watched their freshman JV program. Deep legs, balls went out of the end zone. Couldn't risk that when you have Aiden Ending and Jordan the Jet Hayes back there, two guys that can take it the distance at any time.
So if you're just tuning in, the game has just begun. I know we're used to it being a 7 o'clock kickoff back in Louisiana. It is 7:30 tonight as Ruston and Longview are suited up, and it's 1st and 10 Bearcats at their own 26-yard line to start this drive. Jordan Hayes in the slot. Over on the near side, Ahmad Hudson, the receiver. Jordan Parker on the far side. Dylon Brooks lines up at tailback. It's shotgun formation. Jordan Hayes, the man in motion, and it's a quick shovel pass to the 25-30 is Jordan Hayes, and he'll pick up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 11:45 left to go in this first quarter.
You know, watch Brantley on that one carry out the fake, Kyle, and it was a little gingerly as he's moving. Be interested to see how he moves tonight during the contest.
First quarter sponsor for you tonight is going to be Pierce Lumber. And so that's our local Ace Hardware dealer in Ruston and the place to get grade A lumber. Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Big Green eggs, and more. Pierce Lumber on Burgessville right off Highway 33 in Ruston. Jordan the Jet is the man in motion again, and it's a designed quarterback run for Brantley. Drags tacklers to the first down line and a little bit more. Some extracurriculars over on the far side, but no flags thrown, thankfully, and I believe we have our first down of the night.
Absolutely we do. That answered my question. Watching him carry out the fakes, looked good on that run. More power than speed, but just lowered his head and ran over 2 Lobo defenders and picked up the first down for the Bearcats.
It'll be 1st and 10 Ruston on its own 36-yard line. 10:45 left to go in the first quarter. It is homecoming for this Longview Lobo team. Shotgun set, stacked receivers on the near side. Brantley hands it off to Brooks. Brooks up the right side, past the 40 to the 45-yard line. A 9-yard pickup on the play for Dylon. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
He is one that I think, Kyle, has improved. He has increased his speed. He has an extra burst and a gear. Great run by Brooks, pick up 9.
Want to say a thanks to Luke Forrester on stats for us tonight, doing an outstanding job. Matthew Carswell helping, as is Brandon Forrester. 2nd down and 1 at the 45-yard line. In Ruston football, 2 receivers on the near side. Ahmad Hudson lined up at the tight end to the right. Jordan Parker goes in motion now. Another designed run for Brantley near side. Puts his shoulder padded to a defender and is tackled just shy of midfield. I think they might spot it right at the 50-yard line, and they do. A great rush by Josh Brantley.
They just has leveled defensive back, senior defensive back for the Lobos, Jalen Taylor. No match for Brantley. And looking really good on the Bearcats on this drive. And interesting, haven't put the ball in the air, but there's really no reason to. And I think that's what's Longview's going to do as well. Could be a very quick football game here today. Without the clock is going to stop very much.
9.5 to go in the first. We're scoreless. I formation first time tonight. Hand off to the Jet. Oh, he's hit hard. He's going to lose a yard on the play. That was some great read by the linebacker, number 31, Kason Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks went through the line. Really, no one touched him and made that tackle. Something we don't see very often. Jordan the Jet Hayes not gaining any yards.
So 2nd down and 11. Ball is at the Ruston 49-yard line. And back in the shotgun go the Bearcats. 2 receivers far side. Lander Smith in the H-back set. Hands it off. That's Hayes. Hayes tries to find a hole. Gets past midfield into Lobo territory for the first time tonight. 2-yard pickup. Nick Brown brings up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, great job out there by the Bearcat offensive line. See Cedric Roan. And a great job for the Bearcat running backs holding on to the football. Lobos trying to steal and strip it and get that fumble, but didn't happen. Great job out of the Bearcats.
Under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Ruston putting together an early drive. But here's a long 3rd and 9. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Brantley steps up, takes off. 45, 40, 35, 30. Brantley takes a big hit and is down near the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats, and that brings up a fresh set of downs for this Ruston offense.
Yeah, remember what I said about I was going to watch Brantley and see how he ran after, was he rusty after a week off? Yeah, he's not. He saw it. All the receivers were covered. Went right up the middle, picked up the 1st down for the Bearcats.
That's the 3rd rush of the night for Josh Brantley, keeping this drive going. Picked up the long gain, 24 yards. And that is a handoff to Brooks. Brooks at the 20, and the Bearcats are in the red zone for the first time tonight with a 6-yard pickup.
Got to be careful downfield blocking. I didn't see if a flag was thrown, but if it is, extracurricular activity out of the defensive backs and the Ruston wide receiver.
Yeah, that is something they're going to have to keep an eye on for sure, because we've already seen it twice on this drive. 2nd down and 4 after the nice rush by Brooks. Josh Brantley, 3 rushing attempts for 35 yards. And I think we'll have a free play here into the end zone to Hudson, and it's a touchdown for the Bearcats. A 15-yard TD. And I think the Lobo defense was a little off guard, Nick. I think they thought it was going to be a quick flag because of offsides.
I think they did as well in the 5'10 defensive back for the Lobos with no match for Ahmad Hudson, and just really just a great catch, great good play by the Bearcats. Jack Elliott in to attempt the extra point, wearing jersey number 43. I always think of Richard Petty when I see that number, but you don't even know who Richard. Do you know?
He drove a stock car.
Okay, there you go.
Point after coming up for the Bearcats. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And Ruston is up early, 7-0 with 7:12 to go in the first quarter. Back after this, you're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1. And
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
If you have any concerns about concussions,
step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor.
to throw the football very often. That is an 8-yard pickup on the play for Doxey. So 2nd down and 2. 6:38 left to go in the first quarter. Bearcats up 7-0. Man in motion is Washington. Motions over to the halfback, and it is a handoff to Washington, and he's going to get a first down and a few more to the 45-yard line and tackled at the 46. That's an 8-yard gain on the play, and the Longview Lobos have a first down and 10.
Yes, they do, Kyle. I'm going to run over those starting lineups just a minute for you because a little audio, but working that out. Peyton Bell, Kavari and Key, defensive tackle, Rakeem Potts, Caleb Williams at defensive end, Keelan Davis at your rip, Will linebacker Xander Hayes, Mike linebacker Zarek Hill, Liz Trendon Moore at the corner, Aiden Anding, free safety Jaden Anding, and the other corner, Fabo Stringfellow.
First down and 10, an I formation handoff up the gut yet again to Doxey, and he's going to get. Oh, they say the ball came out, and the side judge says he does, and he has it. It's Ruston football, and the team is celebrating with Xander Hayes, and he very likely could have been the one that picked that up. And so we're going to check the replay and see if we can draw this up for you. It was an I formation. I want to say thanks to the Bearcat Nation Network for the replay. I formation, and then the handoff to Doxey, and he gets hit around the 50-yard line. The ball pops out. Xander Hayes is the one that comes back up with it. And I think you could safely say Aiden Anding is the one that knocked that ball away. And so it'll be first down and 10 for the Bearcats after the first Longview Lobo turnover of the night.
Absolutely. The Bearcats have the ball in a great field position. I want to go back to that kickoff return. That's one thing working on. Saw it. That's one of the first times Bearcats have actually kicked the ball deep. It was a good return for Longview, but now Bearcats have the ball back.
I formation, not a whole lot of players over on the near side of the field, so we'll see what happens here. Might be a bootleg. And Brantley back to throw, has some time, goes over the middle, pass incomplete, intended for Jordan Parker, and he looked like he was going to make a spectacular sliding catch, just could not hold on to the football, and it will be second down and 10 after the incompletion.
You know, mad at themselves because he was making a spectacular play and didn't come up with the football, but that ball was put where no one would intercept it. Parker was the only one that had a chance to make the grab, but unfortunately didn't do it. Now pulls up second down. But I like the Bearcat mentality, Kyle, going for the home run play, up 7-0. You remember the last time these two teams played, Haynes King was the starting quarterback for Longview. They had one incompletion all night, and that was a drop pass in the end zone.
I formation, just the first incomplete of the night for Brantley. Hand off to Hayes. Hayes to the 45 and down at the 43-yard line. 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6 with 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. The Bearcats are up 7-0.
Like what the Bearcats are doing, wide receiver Darius James checking into the game, as well as number 14, Caleb Hampton, Kyle. But you've got to watch on the far sideline. You've got Ahmad Hudson near the Bearcat sideline.
You have to take into account Brantley's legs as he converted a previous 3rd and long. This one's 3rd and 6. Shotgun set. And Brantley puts Hayes in motion. And a design quarterback run. I think this might have been a busted play. And Brantley's going to lose a couple back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 7. And this is one of those calls, Nick Brown. What do? Do you try to punt and pin them deep?
I don't hear your defense has had a turnover on the series. I look where the Bearcats are. You're going to punt the ball in the end zone. What are you going to gain? So maybe an extra go for it. I like the mentality. I like this offense, and I think you've got a shot with it. On that last play, I believe you had Jordan the Jet Hayes open in the flat, so something we may see again.
Empty backfield for Brantley. And he's going to do just a quick little rugby pooch punt. And it's going to take a nice hop past the 10-yard line, and it will be down around the 3. And so full credit for that special teams call.
I've got to pay attention more at practice when I go watch. I didn't see that one in the arsenal, but beautiful job by Brantley. Caught the Lobos off guard, caught me off guard, and what a great job. Pin the Lobos down, 3-yard line, 4-yard line, Kyle?
Yeah, they're going to spot the ball at the 3. So if you're facing 4th down and 7, that's about as good as you could ask for, Nick. And so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Longview on their own 3-yard line to start their second drive of the night. Ruston's first drive went for 74 yards, and that ended with a 15-yard touchdown grab by Ahmad Hudson. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side. Rowe Hands it off to Doxey, and he's got plenty of space. Actually, that's Washington. Mason Washington has a first down and more. He's going to pick up about 16 yards on the play, and it will be first down and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, hit the hole quick. His offensive line provided that hole, and just tough to catch up. Glad the Bearcats were able to bring him down, Kyle, but looked sharp on that running play.
So first down and 10. Again, that was Mason Washington on the rush, number 23 for the Lobos. A 16-yard pickup on the play. Shotgun set again. Maverick Rowe, the quarterback, puts a man in motion, and that's Doxey. Rowe takes the snap, drops back to throw, has some time, goes way downfield, and overthrows his receiver, goes out of bounds. It'll be second down at the 19-yard line for the Lobos.
Yeah, clean game so far, Kyle. That one, great coverage by the Bearcats, and just overthrew him. I believe that was indeed Doxey on that play. So Lobos find themselves with second and 10.
I believe that was Rowe's first pass attempt of the night. Goes for an incompletion. 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Ruston 7, Longview 0. Second down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Tight end is goes into motion. That's Bryant Williams. And another quick toss. And nope, not much there for the receiver in the slot. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that will bring up third down and long.
I know the Lobos sent their tight end in motion to that side, and Bearcats, I believe it was Zarek Hill, was able to jump through and make the tackles. The tight end didn't even get a block on Hill. It might have gone for more yards, but Hill did a great job getting ahead of the play and making it. Good job.
That incompletion was for Kelvin Washington. He dropped it. That'll be third down and long. Shotgun formation, trips to the near side. Maverick Rowe back to throw, and he's got a man open on an out route. He dragged his foot, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So not a very strong arm, but DeJohn Owens brings it in on the near sideline, and that keeps this drive going for Longview.
You know, Maverick Rowe, quarterback for Longview, a little what many might consider undersized. That's vertically challenged people. Appreciate the effort. 5'8", 150 pounds.
He needed 9, and he got 14. First down and 10 for the Lobos at their own 32-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3-receiver set. Washington in motion, Williams in motion again. And it's a handoff up the gut. Nothing doing there. Tackle on the play for the Ruston Bearcats. That is Caleb Williams who brings down the runner. And no gain, second down and 10 coming up.
Absolutely. Caleb Williams tore through there, helped out a little bit by number 17, Trendon Moore. Great job by the Bearcats.
2:25 left to go in the first quarter here at Homecoming. It's going to be a long halftime show here tonight. 28 minutes, I believe, will be on the clock for Homecoming. So want to say thanks to Toby Nations and Matthew Carswell for handling that for us this evening. Second down and 10. And another handoff up the gut. Nothing there yet again. And in on the tackle that time for the Bearcats, I believe that was Keelan Davis.
Keelan Davis in on the tackle. Great job. You know, talking to Coach Ball this week, this is not your traditional Longview team, normally aired out as much. Going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So, although halftime may be 28 minutes, the way both teams are running the football tonight, God, we only have a minute left to go, minute and a half left to go in the first quarter.
Third down and 10 for the Lobos. 15 seconds on the play clock. Just a minute and a half left to go in this first quarter. Ruston with an early touchdown. Leads 7-0. Shotgun formation again. And back to throw is Rowe. And it's a quick jailbreak screen to the tight end. And, oh, no, there's a flag thrown near the quarterback. And the tight end, Williams, dropped it wide open. But our first penalty marker of the night, and this is likely going to go against Ruston.
Looks like it was a roughing the passer, but unfortunately for the Bearcats, he'll take the penalty because if Bryant Williams catches that football, we're at a tie score.
So it's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer. This is going to be a 15-yard freebie for the Lobos. And it'll be a fresh set of downs at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, that one and it was. I mean, we're biased, but normally, yeah, You don't like to see those penalties anytime, especially when they're against the Bearcats, but that's one. And it was a good play call by John King and the Lobos.
Again, our first quarter brought to you by Pierce Lumber. Shotgun formation. Man in motion is Doxey again. And back to throw. Now up over the top. Pass is caught on a wheel route, and that's Kylan Cummings up the far sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds. This drive for Longview started at their own 3-yard line, and they're deep into Bearcat territory now.
You go back to the Bayou JM against Neville. This is something that Neville was able to do 2 or 3 times against the Bearcats to both sides, the right and the left. So they'll figure out, watching on the film here on the sidelines, what the breakdown is, who is not where they're supposed to be. But a good execution by the Longview Lobos, but something they've seen that worked against the Bearcats earlier this year.
First down and 10 for Longview on the Ruston 21-yard line. Pistol formation. Rowe takes the snap and hands it off up the middle, up the near sideline, still on his feet past the 10, and finally tackled is Washington.
There was trouble with the interchange, and I think that threw the Bearcats off. You had the roughing the passer penalty just a few seconds ago, but it looked like there was trouble with the interchange and really confused the Bearcats, and Lobos are on the move closer to the goal line.
Inside the red zone, it's first and goal at the 8-yard line after the gain for Cummings. Washington on that one. I formation now. One receiver on the far side. Rowe hands it off. Just a simple run up the gut. And Washington gets 1 yard in a cloud of dust. It'll be second and goal at the 7-yard line. And about 25 seconds to go in this first quarter. Ruston leads 7-0. And Longview may be satisfied to just let this get to the second quarter and not snap another play.
I think they are. I believe that was number 63, Kavarian Key, in on that tackle, Kyle.
And that is going to do it for our first quarter of play, I believe. 5 seconds left to go. Longview's going to get to the line. We're going to see if they are in any hurry to snap. It does not appear that they are. And Ruston leads 7-0 after 1. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing.
Visa debit card from Texas Bank and Trust. Choose your favorite high school or college colors.
Welcome back to Lobo Stadium. Start of the second quarter here tonight. Bearcats lead 7-0 as we get the second quarter started here. Matthew Carswell just pointed something out to us, Nick Brown.
I saw that. I thought it was a National Federation high school rule, and in the clock in Lobo Stadium has tenths. Now, that may be a Louisiana Federation rule, and I will check on that. But we will be playing at Texas School here in 2 weeks. But, yes, using tenths on the score.
Next time we have a break, we'll let Nick Brown break that down. Pistol formation, and Rowe goes into the end zone. Man open, caught. And the first touchdown of the night goes to Jaden Washington for the Longview Lobos. And they have a chance to tie with this point after attempt.
And that is one, give the Lobos credit for that drive. The great kick by Brantley had them pinned deep on the 2-yard line. So a 98-yard, 97, was it a 3, 2 or 3? So 97-yard drive for the Lobos.
Yeah, a total of 97 yards, 10 plays. Ended up with a 7-yard touchdown pass for a score. And now in to attempt the point after. Alexander Mitchell. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:53 to go in the first half. Ruston 7, Longview 7. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
On a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care and unparalleled customer service. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. There's a story behind every smile.
Juicy chicken, and it's got pickled jalapenos, and it's so good. My favorite part is the pimento cheese, topped off with the honey.
Be interested to see what the Longview Lobos do here, Kyle, as little pooch kick last time. Now tied at 7 with 11:53 left to go in the first half.
Again, that was a 10-play, 97-yard drive. Took 4.5 minutes off the clock for Longview. And we are tied at 7 apiece. Should be a really good ball game here tonight. Longview's history of homecoming, they always do it on this particular week because they have homecoming before district starts. So it doesn't matter who they play. This is always going to be the homecoming game. And it happened to be Ruston on the draw. Fielded by Hayes at the 19-yard line. Gets to the 25. And I think it's forward progress. We'll put him at the 25, and it'll be 1st and 10 Ruston. See if they can answer after Longview's long drive.
Interesting watching Alex Mitchell, Kyle, the kicker for Longview, only took 1.5 steps. That kick was designed to get the ball as high as possible to allow the defenders time to cover the kick, and they did exactly that. So good kick and good coverage by the Lobos, and now the Bearcats have to answer that 97-yard drive.
So Brantley comes out with Dylan Brooks at the tailback. 3 receivers on the far side. Caleb Hampton, Jordan Parker, and Ahmad Hudson. Near side receiver for Ruston is Darius James. Shotgun set for Brantley. Fakes the toss and runs right into a linebacker. Takes a rough tackle. Loses 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 13. Brantley gets up, walks it off just fine, but it's going to be a long second down.
Yeah, really, I was watching Brantley on that one. Was tackled awkward. Thought maybe his leg bent a certain way, but he got up, shook it off, and ready for 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 13. Parker now comes over to the near side. Jordan the Jet Hayes in the slot on the far side for the Bearcats.
And you have man-on-man coverage with Ahmad Hudson on the other side against a 5'9" guy. See what the Bearcats do.
Hayes in motion, shotgun, and a quick screen to Brooks. Brooks, man, he had one man to beat, and he couldn't get past the defender. It's Dylan Brooks getting tackled by Kaysen Brooks. It'll be 3rd down and 13. So Longview's defense sniffed that one out. That was a great play drawn up, but really the linebacker spied perfectly and was able to bring Brooks down.
I think an excellent coach team. Both teams very well coached. Jared Ball, John King. You talked about it earlier. Jared Ball has coached at Longview. You go back to the Louisiana-Longview connection, and certainly they're familiar with each other. And that play, played well by the
3rd down and 13. Brantley. Let's see. Now we have flags thrown, and they're going to call a false start on the offense. And so 3rd and 13 is going to turn into 3rd and 18. And no, I think they're saying it might be on the defense. We'll see. That'd be a good break for the Bearcats if that was the case. Nope, it's on the offense. It looked like one of the Ruston receivers was pointing towards Longview, and I don't know that I've ever seen a false start on the defense before, but I have seen officials accidentally use a false start mark instead of offsides. Our score, Ruston and Longview are tied at 7 with 10:10 left to go in the first half. Shotgun formation. Brantley back to throw. And he is going to be sacked. No, he gets out of the first sack, but spins right into the second tackle. And he's brought down for a loss of 5 on the play. Not a great drive for the Bearcats, and they'll be forced to punt.
Not at all. That was Jaden Jackson who got 2 to Brantley, a sophomore for the Lobos now. Watched Ramos last night. Been pronouncing that incorrectly. Not Ramos. It's
Ramos. Thank you.
Ramos punted very well last night during the JV game. Going to be a rugby-style punt. Now, fortunately, Longview has seen that last night as they videoed the game. So Again, these two teams met last night in Ruston, with the Bearcats winning the freshman and JV games.
Good snap to Ramos, and he'll get the kick up, hopefully take a Bearcat bounce, and it sure does. Rolls almost all the way to the 50-yard line, stops at the Ruston 49. So Longview's going to have some pretty decent field position.
That punt down by number 20, Alex Hunt, for the Bearcats. Defense has to get a 3-and-out and get this ball back for the Bearcat offense. This game tied at 7. This one you knew it's going to be a very close contest. Last week, Bearcats trailed Cabot 7-0, then put up 49 unanswered points. Won that one 49-10. 2-0 on the season. Lobos 2-1 on this season.
Longview and Ruston have played a total of 11 times before tonight. This is the 12th contest. Longview with a 7-4 lead in the all-time series. Downfield, and the pass is incomplete.
That pass was incomplete. Bearcat defender needs to turn and find the football, but interesting enough, hit and bounced in the air. Bearcats had a shot of intercepting. Aiden Anding rushing over to try and get to the ball, but Longview going for the home run play on that first down.
Keelan Davis did a great job, too, there. Oh, and there was a flag on the play. We missed it. It's going to be an automatic first down on the Bearcat, or excuse me, automatic first down for the Lobos. And it's going to spot the ball at the 34. So it'll be 1st and 10 Longview at the Ruston 34-yard line. Haven't had a whole lot of penalties called tonight, but so far they've all 3 been on the Bearcats. It will be 1st and 10 Ruston, or excuse me, Longview at the Ruston 34. Pistol formation, handoff up the far side. That's Washington. Finds a nice seam up the side, gets to the 25, and finally tackled at the 24-yard line. And that might be enough for a first down for the Lobos. If not, it's going to be very close, a second down and very short. Under 9 to go in the first half. Ruston 7, Longview 7. The Lobos have found their stride here after giving up a long touchdown drive to the Bearcats to start the night.
Yeah, Lobos, after that first drive, you thought, all right, here we go, let's go Bearcats. But you knew Longview wasn't going to go away. Going to be a very, very good football game. And I think it goes down to the wire with these two teams.
1st and 10 for Longview on the Ruston 24. And there's a penalty marker thrown way in the backfield. And we'll see what this call is. False start. And that's going to go against the Lobos. And so the first penalty marker of the night on Longview backs them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 on the Ruston 29-yard line. Longview does get the ball to start the second half after deferring after the coin toss. 1st down and 15 after the false start. Coach John King does not like the call. Talking it over with one of the officials over on the sideline. I formation, Rowe hands it off. And a full head of steam for his running back, but not much there. Peyton Bell is going to bring the runner down. Gain of 2 on the play. And that was Kelvin Washington, number 20, on the rush. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Ball's at the 27-yard line of the Bearcats. A long 2nd down. Clock is still moving here at homecoming tonight for Longview. Logistically, it was quite a feat, Nick Brown, to just find a parking spot here tonight, but certainly thankful we were able to do so. 2nd down and 13, I formation. Rowe, play fake, rolls to his left across his body, fires downfield, and it will be picked off, and that's Jaden Anding who gets it. He's at the 10, and he'll be brought down around the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Ruston. It was great because the Anding brothers were stacked on top of each other around the 5-yard line, and Jaden was the one that brought it down. It'll be 1st and 10 Bearcats on their own 14 after the Anding pick.
Well, it's interesting because on that play, it looked like he just threw up for grabs. His receiver was the one near the left sideline, close to the end zone, and when he was covered, he just threw the ball up in the air, and nobody there but Bearcats. Well, nobody there but Bearcats. It happened to be the Anding brothers, and they got the interception.
1st down and 10. That is sophomore Jaden Anding getting the interception, I believe his first one of the season. First down and 10, Bearcats at their own 14-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. Josh Brantley with Jordan Hayes in the backfield. Brantley from the gun, puts Parker in motion, and he'll hand it off to Hayes. Hayes up the middle. Knifes his way through the 20 to the 25, drags a tackler all the way to the 29-yard line. A good rush on the play for the Jet, a 15-yard pickup, and it's first down and 10 for the Bearcats at their own 29-yard line. 7:25 to go in the first half. Ruston 7, Longview 7. And Longview looked like it had all the momentum in the world, but the Bearcats were able to pick off Maverick Rowe. Handoff in the gun, and that's to Hayes, and that took a little bit too long to develop. Hayes fights his way to the 30-yard line for just a 1-yard pickup. Second down and 9. So the ball's at the 30-yard line for the Bearcats. 6:55 left to go in the first half. Again, if you're just tuning in, we did have a later kickoff here tonight at 7:30 out here in the Lone Star State, the first of 3 games out here in Texas. And the next 2 weeks will be neutral site contests, and they'll both be at Saturday.
I've been an advocate for the 7:30 kick for years. I think it was a little cooler at 7:30.
Shotgun set, and Brantley just has to throw this at the feet of Hayes as he was staring down a sack. And now we've got another long 3rd down and 9 coming up at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we do. And I don't think he gave up on that play too quick, but I think that Jordan Jet Hayes was like, wait a minute, we had a little space for us to make that play, but it was well defended by the Lobos.
Incomplete pass stops the clock. Brantley 3 of 5 tonight for 23 yards and a touchdown. Shotgun formation, Josh Brantley with Jordan the Jet Hayes to his right. Brantley takes the snap, drops back. He's going to go up the far sideline, and that's intended for James. And does he grab it?
He made the catch.
We're going to see. Hang on, they're talking it over. He got it. What a catch by Darius James for the Bearcats. First down and 10. No, now they're going to wave it off and say it was incomplete, but there's a flag.
It wasn't. I just watched it. He got a foot in.
Flag at the middle of the field. So we have some laundry that we have to get discussed. And head coach Jared Ball wants an explanation.
He does, but watch the video on several different angles. That was a great concentration by Darius James, wide receiver, to bring that one in on the sidelines and get a foot in bounds.
Personal foul. Number 24 of the defense. 15 yards from the...
So we have a personal foul called against Longview. And so that's going to go against Longview.
That was removal of the headgear. And
right.
So not going to leave the game. That's 14, Caleb Hampton.
Got some text from some friends of ours that are watching on the Bearcat Nation Network and listening on Q94.1. And the consensus is that was a catch. But regardless, we have the first down and 10, and that's what matters the most.
Absolutely. Keep the chains moving and get ahead in this game.
And as a handoff to Brooks, bounces off one would-be tackler, can't bounce off the second one, and he'll lose 2 on the play. 6:15 left to go in the first half. Ruston 7, Longview 7. Bearcats with 2nd and 12 at their own 43-yard line.
I'm going to tell you, Lobos are geared up to stop these running backs. And amazing the success we're having through the air tonight. You know, normally Jordan Jet Hayes and Dylan Brooks can generate some yards, so just keep pounding away. That offensive line will create some holes and pick up positive yards. Just wasn't to be on that play.
Shotgun formation again. And it's a handoff up the middle. Brooks fights for yardage into a very stout defensive line.
I think that is the best unit on this Lobo team, the defensive line, and really just tough sledding right now for the Bearcats. Kyle, 5:27 remaining here in the first half. Bearcats and the Lobos are tied at 7.
Familiar face also listening to the broadcast tonight. Our dear friend, Principal Dan Gressett. Happy to have him listening to the broadcast. He likes to make fun of you and me. He says, I don't have time to listen to y'all. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. Make that 4 now. And Brantley on 3rd and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Steps up, takes off. to the 45 and tackled at the 48, brings up fourth down and 7.
All right, you come back here a little earlier. This was a play with Bearcats. Pooch kicked on this one. Different when you're leading by 7. Now that the game is tied at 7, would not surprise me to see the Bearcats just with a punt with Ramos. But I have been wrong before, but it looks like the punt team is coming on the field for the Bearcats. Hopefully Ramos can pin the Lobos deep. Of course, you can't get much better than the 3-yard lines after you pin them deep. Got to make that stop.
Ramos standing at his own 35-yard line and back to return. I believe that's Robert White for Longview. And the punt is up. There is a flag thrown. And this will the ball is on the turf. Longview looks like they recovered it. That was a bad play by Robert White, the returner, to try to get that in traffic. But there's a flag on the near sideline.
Okay, really an abnormally short punt for Ramos, okay? But the problem is the reason it was a short punt, he rushed it because it was going to be blocked. It was going to be blocked by number 46. That would for the Lobos, and that would be
I don't think we have him on the roster.
No, we don't have him on the roster. So he didn't even make the roster, nearly blocked a punt, but he jumped off sides.
On the play, both against each team. Illegal formation on the kicking team, not enough men on the line of scrimmage. Offsides on the receiving team. Those fouls will offset, and we will replay.
All right, so we're going to replay fourth down after the offsetting penalties.
All right, so I didn't see the person that was not on line of scrimmage. You always put 3 back to protect Ramos on the punt. So 3, Ramos is 4. So there weren't 7 men on the line of scrimmage. Someone just didn't line up, but you knew you were going out for a pass. So that one is really one of those tough penalties to explain, like how come you weren't on the line. So I'd love to see that one on the replay on the Bearcat Nation Network. Let's see if Bearcats, there's a 3, there's Ramos.
So it's going to be 4th down and 7. They're just going to punt this one away. So those penalties offset, and it's like the play never happened. And now Ramos will kick this one again. Little high snap goes, and Ramos loses it, and he's going to be tackled. No, he's still on his feet. 25 to the 30, tackled from behind at the 33-yard line. So Ramos just was not able to field the snap, and he'll lose a lot of yardage all the way back at his own 33. It'll be 1st and 10 Longview at the Ruston 33-yard line.
Now I'm going to go back and count the number of yards between Ramos and the center. And I believe that was Cade Kelly snapping for the Bearcats. And it seemed to be a little bit high, but he seemed to be a little closer. Now, if Ramos was left-footed, he would have gotten that punt off, rolled around, did all he could do, but couldn't get the ball back to his right foot and punt it. So now the Bearcats have a whole defense going to have to come to life. Don't want to give the Lobos any more points as we're tied at 7 with 3:56 remaining in the first half.
Shotgun formation, a handoff to the right side, and that's Mason Washington off the right tackle. Picks up about 3.5 yards inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. It's been a very good ball game, but I will say Ruston is not playing very cleanly. I think that's safe to say between the penalties and some of the special team snafus here this evening. After that first drive, Ruston looked unstoppable, and unfortunately just not able to keep it going.
Now, watch during pregame. One thing about this Longview program, they got a very good soccer team, and I'm going to put the range probably within the 37 to 42-yard field goal. So,
and we know Longview has some kickers. They always do.
They do. Scobie, right?
2nd down and 7. Ball at the 29-yard line. Shotgun formation. And it is a simple handoff up the near side to Washington. Washington makes a move past the 25, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down. So this is a very quick Longview Lobo team, and that does move. It appears to move the chains, and it does.
Yeah, Jaden Anding in on the tackle for the Bearcats.
3rd down. 3:08 left to go in this first half. Ruston 7, Longview 7. It's 1st down on the Ruston 23. Last time the Lobos were this close, it was a Maverick Row interception. We would certainly be thrilled to see another one of those if we could.
I'd love to take that. What Lobos have turned the ball over, twice tonight? Had the fumble and the interception, so.
Shotgun set. One receiver on each side, and it's a handoff up the middle. And no, the ball looks like it's out. And let's see, did Ruston pick it back up? I think Longview got it. And it's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. So the Lobos did come back up with that, and the fumble appears to have been recovered and that's going to be Eddie McMillan, number 56 for Longview, recovered the fumble. And it brings up second down and 14. Now, the down and distance marker has it at third. I don't believe it's third down. It should be second down.
Should be second down, and I would think if it was third down, I think you're in. That would be long. That'd be on the cusp of the field goal range.
Shotgun formation, 3-receiver set. Rowe back to throw, and goes deep and intercepted. Another pick for the Bearcats. 20-25. Jaden Anding with his second of the first half. Hit hard at the 45, and we have multiple flags thrown near the 30-yard line, but it should be Bearcat football.
Should be Bearcat football. Flag should also be thrown on the 50. Look like a helmet-to-helmet hit on Jaden Anding. But you look at where they're throwing, they're going to say block in the back. That's the only thing it could be. But what a great job by Andy to get his second interception of the night, Kyle, and great return.
So Jaden Anding brings this back, and we got some flags to sort out.
Return, personal foul, illegal block below the waist on the defense. That penalty will be 15 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
So this one's coming way back. If the penalty was on the 34-yard line, this is going to come back to the 19-yard line. That was an illegal block.
So just basically negating the great run by Jaden Anding.
But the ball stays with the Bearcats, which
that is the important thing.
Yes. With a 7-7 game, it's been a defensive battle between these two teams. Ruston has a minute 44 to see if they can get some more points up on the scoreboard against this Lobo team. This is a Longview team that's not used to losing here in Lobo Stadium. They lost last week by 1 point to South Oak Cliff, I believe. And so Ruston is tied with the Longview Lobos at 7 with a minute 44 to go in the first half. Ball's on the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Brantley takes the snap, quick toss to Hayes. Hayes to the 20 and bounces off 2 Lobos, fights his way for a first down. What a run off the toss by Jordan the Jet Hayes. 11-yard gain on the play, moves the sticks at the 30-yard line.
Well, the 2-minute drill is something that Jared Ball and the Bearcats work on all the time. Boy, great little toss sweep, and that's not just running out the clock. Good yards from Jordan the Jet Hayes.
Brantley, another quick toss to Hayes, and Hayes breaks 1 tackle in the backfield and still going to the 30-yard line. If he had just broken out, he might have still been going, and he's calling for a flag because the defender was holding on to that left ankle.
Yeah, he absolutely was when he was down, wouldn't let go of his ankle. That's possibly where you can have an injury or twist of ankle. Something about that play was a little awkward, though. I don't know, the spacing between Jordan the Jet Hayes is more like a shovel pass in basketball back when Ryan Bond was coaching the Bearcats. That pass, but no, it just seemed awkward from the start.
Brantley rolls to his left out of the gun, has a man open, and that's Hudson, and Hudson goes out of bounds. Let's see if they're going to stop the clock. They should. It was a 2-yard gain. I've heard of that Ryan Bond guy before.
Now, back to if we look at it, say you're watching on the Bearcat Nation Network and listening to us on Q94, the simulcast, 49.4 seconds is what remaining in the contest. But if we were in Louisiana, that would be 49 seconds because of that play at Benton years ago. And so you took the tenths off the scoreboard. I thought it was an NFHS rule, not a Louisiana rule, but I guess it's just Louisiana.
Third down and long at the 32-yard line. 4 wide receiver set for Josh Brantley. He's in the gun. 15 seconds on the play clock. 49 left to go in the first half. Brantley takes the snap. Quick toss left side. Pass is caught by Hampton, and Hampton gets close to that first down marker. I don't think he's going to have it, but getting out of bounds only ran 5 seconds off the clock. It's going to be short of the first.
Now, Kevin McGuy, been with the program, played different position, quarterback at one time. But now Bearcats can bring out the punting unit once again. And this one you want better results here. Now let's count the yards between them, Kyle. You do the math.
So 4th down and 1. Ramos to punt it away. 44 seconds left to go in the first half. A low snap. Ramos fields it just fine. And it will be fielded at the 35, 45-40, still going up the near sideline. And that is Robert White.
Robert White, yeah.
Yeah, and White caught that in traffic and took off, and that was a dangerous risk, but it certainly paid off for him. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ruston, for Longview at the Ruston 30. 8-yard line, I believe.
Now, I have a theory there. Your defensive backs only make better punt returners than wide receivers. I'll tell you why. They're used to contacting. White on that play, you thought you were going to signal for a fair catch. You didn't do it, but you're right. You described it well. Caught it in traffic. Thought it might be a fumble. Bearcats were careful not to, get there too early.
Pistol set for Maverick Rowe. 33 seconds left to go in the half. We're tied at 7. Rowe hands it off up the far side, and that is Washington again. Washington gets the first down and some more. Finally brought down out of bounds over on the Bearcat sideline. That's going to be a gain of 14 yards.
A great chase down by Zarek Hill, or that might have gone for a touchdown.
It'll be 1st and 10 Longview at the Bearcat 25-yard line.
Boy, just surprising. Longview not really having trouble moving the ball against the Bearcats here in this second quarter. Fortunately for the Bearcats, the turnovers occurred, and we're tied at 7. But uncharacteristic to see teams move the ball like this against the Bearcats.
I formation, 2 receivers near side for Rowe. He'll hand it off and jukes out to the far side. Nice shoestring tackle on the play. That is Keelan Davis. Zarek Hill, yes. And Zarek brings the rusher down for a gain of 1. That was Kelvin Washington, and there's a timeout taken. We'll take it with them. Longview takes its first timeout of the night. 21 seconds left to go in the first half. Ruston 7, Longview 7. Back in 30 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
When it comes to physical therapy, there's one name to know. That's Johnson Physical Therapy. And as always,
back here at Lobo Stadium from the Wood Marine broadcast booth, our second quarter tonight. We want to say thank you to the Lincoln Parish Journal. That's your source for all things local. We'll tell you more about them here shortly. And it is a quick handoff up the near side to Washington again, and he will be brought down after a gain of 7. He'll be third down and 3.
I'll tell you a little bit about the Lincoln Parish Journal. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is go to LincolnParishJournal.com and subscribe. I read it every day. It's the LPJ Lincoln Parish Journal, owned by Lincoln Parish residents.
We appreciate that. Gets your inbox every weekday at 6:55 a.m. and then on Saturdays during football season, it'll be 3rd down and 3 with 16 seconds left to go in the first half. Again, we're tied at 7 apiece. Get ready for a long halftime show tonight. Brandon Forrester and Toby Nations are going to be bringing you their thoughts on this first half. Rowe on 3rd down. Hands it off up the middle, and that's a first down and some more for Mason Washington, still dragging tacklers, and they'll finally say that the play was dead with 9 seconds to go at the 6-yard line.
And that one is a catch-22, Kyle, because it looked like forward progress and indeed stopped a lot further down the field than what it did. And so able to drag the ball, but they're going to spot it, Kyle, right around the 7-yard line. So great field position. Now you're John King and the Lobos. What do you do here with 9.1 seconds? Take a shot at the end zone. If one shot, maybe 2 shots at the end zone. Lobos have 1 timeout left.
Quarterback Maverick Rowe has already thrown a couple of picks here tonight, 2 interceptions. He's 4 of 7 for 52 yards with a touchdown. But both interceptions right to Jaden Anding around the 5-yard line. It was pretty much deja vu on both of those. Love to see Jaden pick up his 3rd interception of the first half and keep this Lobo offense out of the end zone. That was the 2nd timeout for Longview. They still have 1 left, so that means they've got a little bit more open of a playbook. They certainly want to get some points here before the half because
Longview will receive to start the second half.
Yes, correct. 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Rowe under center. And we have, I think, a timeout called. It might have been Jared Ball taking this one. Yep, Ruston takes its first time out of the first half. We'll take this one with them. Ruston 7, Longview 7. 8 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hey, I'm Max, and I take pictures for the Bearcat Nation Network.
What's up? I'm Dickenzie, and I run camera too.
Hey y'all, I'm Clayton, aka Sparky, and I run your high center camera for the Bearcat Nation Network.
Hi, I'm Joey, and I run camera for freshman and JV games.
What's up, Bearcat Nation? My name is Christian, and I'm a cameraman and host of Touchdown Talks.
Hi, I'm Josh Dalton, and I run the stream and replays for the Bearcat Nation Network.
I'm Carson Calhoun, and I'm the cameraman for freshman and JV games.
I'm Sebastian. I create graphics and run cameras for Bearcat Nation Network.
Hey, I'm Daniel, and I'm on the sidelines for Bearcat Nation Network.
What's up, Bearcat fans? I'm Tate, and
9 seconds left to go in the first half. We're tied at 7. Ruston scored on its opening drive of the night. Has had trouble ever since on offense here this evening. Longview has been kind of a really good team in between the 20s, but has really struggled once it's gotten close to this Ruston red zone.
Longview does have one timeout left, Kyle. You got to keep that in the back pocket in case you need to go for that field goal. So hopefully the Bearcats can keep them out of the end zone on this one.
I formation again. Far side receiver goes in motion. Rowe hands it off, and Washington bounces to the outside. He goes out of bounds. No gain on the play, and that ran off 5 seconds. So now I think the right move here comes the field goal team. Alex Mitchell is going to attempt what I believe is going to be a 24-yard field goal with 4 seconds left to go on the clock before halftime. Actually closer to 25, it looks like. It's off the left hash mark. Mitchell's kick is up. Looks good. And it is. So Longview takes its first lead of the night, 10-7, and that will do it for the first half of play. Longview 10, Ruston 7. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Bearcat football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
At Pierce Lumber, they have all your outdoor cooking needs covered. Looking to smoke or grill this weekend? Come check out their wide selection of Big Green Eggs and Traeger grills. If you're up for a smash burger or a stir fry, they have Loco and Blackstone griddles. And don't forget, at Pierce Lumber, they are your meat church and hardcore seasoning headquarters. Come in and let their staff tell you all about what new seasonings and wood pellets are available. Pierce Lumber is located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats.
Firmly founded since 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building products in Ruston and North Central Louisiana. Whether you're doing a small project or building new from the ground up, they have the products you need from start to finish, including Benjamin Moore Paints, #1 kiln dry treated lumber processed locally by Midstate Wood Preservers. They are located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats.
Provision Security says Go Bearcats and offers everything you need for residential and commercial security: camera systems, alarms, alarm monitoring, networking, audio, visual installation, and home entertainment. All cameras can be viewed on your smartphone, as well as activating the alarm. Competitive rates and friendly service as we strive for perfection. Provision Security, preserving your past, protecting your future.
Building a life is different for everyone, because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty is a Ruston High alum who proudly supports the Bearcats. Let Tammy Patterson handle all of your real estate needs. Call Tammy at 318-245-9872 or 318-855-2925. That's Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Hey y'all, I'm Murphy DeMoss at Walpole Tire and Service, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Did you know that maintaining proper tire pressure is essential for your vehicle's performance? First, it enhances safety by improving handling and reducing the risk of blowouts. Second, keeping your tires properly inflated extends their lifespan. And lastly, it boosts fuel efficiency, which saves you some money at the pump. Come experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service at either Ruston or West Monroe.
All the credit to the Lobos. They have made some great plays.
Yeah, and I feel like they've made some plays for us to help us too. I mean,
no doubt.
Our defense it's been rough on them. It's kind of a bend but not break thing. That really was a good stand right before halftime.
No question.
Just to give up 3 points, and it took all of the second quarter just to get those 3 points.
Well, Toby, they've had 3 red zone trips, and we've given up 3 points.
Right. I don't think they got inside the 20. I mean, they long punted to us on second down, with interception. So they're helping us. I know they've got things to clean up. On the offensive side, we've got some things to clean up. It looked like we were moving the ball really, really well, and then things slowed down, and I think that just goes to the coaching of Longview. They're a really, really good program that has had tons of success here in Longview. And, we played Longview 11 times, and we're 7-4 against Longview.
No, and if I'm not mistaken, was it 2018 the last time we played them?
Yes, and that was when John's son, Haynes, was the quarterback, and I believe he was a junior.
And John as in?
John King, the coach for Longview.
Okay, a lot of listeners don't know who that is.
Yeah.
So you just say John.
Well, I would figure most people would know who John King is or King is if you're in the East Texas Piney Woods or Webster Parish or Lincoln Parish.
But another thing, Lobos, all the credit to them in the world, they've really zoned in on the run.
Oh, yeah, but that's our strength. They know they're going to have to stop that to be successful against us. And, hey, we've completed a few passes. They've had some pressure in Brantley's face, and Brantley's done a good job of taking the ball down and running with the ball when he needed to. So I know Longview's going to make some adjustments at halftime, and I know Ruston is also.
Ruston is certainly going to, and of course the Lobos will too. We'll be back with some interesting halftime scores here coming up. You're listening to the Big Q Ruston Bearcat football on Q94.1. Scores.
I know. Give me a second. I hope I can get out.
Miss US is senior Kiva Jackson. Miss High Kick is senior Treasure Williams. Congratulations to all Viewets and Viewet legacies on preserving pride, tradition, and excellence in your diamond anniversary year. The Viewets are under the direction of Mrs. Debbie McGowan and Mrs. Meg Morris. And now, the 2024 Longview High School Majorettes will perform a dance twirl routine to Bye Bye Bye.
I can't hear you.
How many yards did we have the first half?
What's that?
How many yards did we have the first half?
No commercials are being played right now. No commercials are being played. It's being hear y'all talking during the break. Oh, yeah. There's no commercials being played.
I'm listening to. That's not right.
Oh, okay.
You're Mr. Bearcat Nation. Don't do that shit to me. have in the first half? Bearcat yards do we have in the first half? Hey, welcome back to Longview Lobos Stadium. Here, Brandon Forster here with Toby Nations. Toby, a lot of people may not know who are not here or listening on the broadcast. We thank them for listening.
Yeah.
This is Longview's homecoming tonight.
Yeah, it is, and they usually have when they have their homecoming, they're going to play an out of conference opponent. So
well, they picked a heck of an opponent to do that with, and look.
Firmly founded since 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building products in Ruston and North Central Louisiana. Whether you're doing a small project or building new from the ground up, they have the products you need from start to finish, including Benjamin Moore Paints, #1 kiln-dried treated lumber processed locally by Midstate Wood Preservers. They are located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats!
35-20 over Destrehan at the half. So
Provision Security says go Bearcats and offers everything you need for residential and commercial security: camera systems, alarms, alarm monitoring, networking, audio, visual installation, and home entertainment. All cameras can be viewed on your smartphone as well as activating the alarm. Competitive rates and friendly service as we strive for perfection. Provision Security, preserving your past, protecting your future.
Some plays we could have pinched some ends maybe on the defense.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Adam was our ticket. It seemed like.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
But on a lot of our snaps in shotgun formation.
Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty is a Ruston High alum who proudly supports the Bearcats. Let Tammy Patterson handle all of your real estate needs. Call Tammy at 318-245-9872 or 318-855-2925. That's Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty.
Ox.
Yes, if my son, Luke Forster.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for two Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats.
But what I was saying.
Hey y'all, I'm Murphy DeMoss at Walpole Tire and Service, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Did you know that maintaining proper tire pressure is essential for your vehicle's performance? First, it enhances safety by improving handling and reducing the risk of blowouts. Second, keeping your tires properly inflated extends their lifespan. And lastly, it boosts fuel efficiency, which saves you some money at the pump. Come experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service at either Ruston or West Monroe.
Situation here being in Longview.
Brazier Group Real Estate, Ruston's hometown real estate agents located in downtown Ruston on North Trenton Street, have been cheering on the Bearcats for over 35 years. Call a Brazier Group agent today to learn what Lincoln Parish has to offer. Whether you're buying or selling land, investment, commercial, or residential real estate, Brazier Group is leading the industry in our area and ready to help you with your next move.
Like I was walking to something like Green.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with the locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
We can hear you. We can all hear you talking. No, everybody's sitting.
Hi, I'm Christian Lewis from the Bearcat Nation Network. We are a student-operated broadcasting group dedicated to bringing quality entertainment through the streaming of Ruston High athletic events. We rely on donations from the community to keep our operations running. Please consider donating or purchasing an ad to keep the Bearcat Nation Network your source for Ruston High sports.
Bill Brown's freaking decrepit
I know.
shit.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with the locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dan and I started Cummins and Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we were dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you should you find yourself going through a divorce.
That one?
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Welcome back to the Wood Marine booth. I'm Toby Nations along with Brandon Forrester.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer, Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Here in a little while.
It's just
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
your halftime stats here.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
The adjustments to slow us down. And
headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
The board, Zarek usually leads the team.
And on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care and unparalleled customer service. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. There's a story behind every smile.
comes to physical therapy, there's one name to know. That's Johnson Physical Therapy. And as always,
also,
hey, I'm Max and I take pictures for the Bearcat Nation Network.
What's up? I'm Dickenzie and I run camera 2.
Hey y'all, I'm Clayton, aka Sparky, and I run your high center camera for the Bearcat Nation Network.
Hi, I'm Joey and I run camera for freshman and JV games.
What's up, Bearcat Nation? My name is Christian and I'm a cameraman and host of Touchdown Talks.
Hi, I'm Josh Dalton, and I run the stream and replays for the Bearcat Nation Network.
I'm Carson Calhoun and I'm the cameraman for freshman and JV games.
I'm Sebastian. I create graphics and run cameras for Bearcat Nation Network.
Hey, I'm Daniel, and I'm on the sidelines for Bearcat Nation Network.
What's up, Bearcat fans? I'm Tate, and I'm on the field with the wireless.
Hey, I'm Araja, class 2025. This is my 4th Defining Year with Bearcat Nation Network. You can find me at camera 2 or camera 3.
I'm Avery Madden. I'm the media coordinator, and I work in the press box running replays and music.
Stadium in Longview. We'll catch back with you here just in a couple of minutes. You're listening.
At Pierce Lumber, they have all your outdoor cooking needs covered. Looking to smoke or grill this weekend? Come check out their wide selection of Big Green Eggs and Traeger grills. If you're up for a smash burger or a stir fry, they have Loco and Blackstone griddles. And don't forget, at Pierce Lumber, they are your meat church and hardcore seasoning headquarters. Come in and let their staff tell you all about what new seasonings and wood pellets are available. Pierce Lumber is located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats.
You're in the bottom.
Firmly founded since 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building products in Ruston and North Central Louisiana. Whether you're doing a small project or building new from the ground up, they have the products you need from start to finish, including Benjamin Moore Paints, #1 kill and dry treated lumber processed locally by Midstate Wood Preservers. They are located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats.
No, the station's over here, babe.
Okay. I don't know.
What?
Provision Security says Go Bearcats and offers everything you need for residential and commercial security: camera systems, alarms, alarm monitoring, networking, audio, visual installation, and home entertainment. All cameras can be viewed on your smartphone, as well as activating the alarm. Competitive rates and friendly service as we strive for perfection. Provision Security, preserving your past, protecting your future.
3-2.
Bearcat Nation Network.
Building a life is different for everyone, because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
3-4-7-2. Like, that's what Matthew was talking about. They could hear.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty is a Ruston High alum who proudly supports the Bearcats. Let Tammy Patterson handle all of your real estate needs. Call Tammy at 318-245-9872 or 318-855-2925. That's Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty.
6 hours?
Yeah.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for two Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats.
Out of Shreveport just to get...
Hey y'all, I'm Murphy DeMoss at Walpole Tire and Service, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Did you know that maintaining proper tire pressure is essential for your vehicle's performance? First, it enhances safety by improving handling and reducing the risk of blowouts. Second, keeping your tires properly inflated extends their lifespan. And lastly, it boosts fuel efficiency, which saves you some money at the pump. Come experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service at either Ruston or West Monroe.
Back back of the end zone. Looked like the band has.
Brazier Group Real Estate, Ruston's hometown real estate agents located in downtown Ruston on North Trenton Street, have been cheering on the Bearcats for over 35 years. Call a Brazier Group agent today to learn what Lincoln Parish has to offer. Whether you're buying or selling land, investment, commercial, or residential real estate, Brazier Group is leading the industry in our area and ready to help you with your next move.
Well, Southern tradition. There you go.
That's
calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at CenturyNext Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Works and your accessories.
Hi, I'm Christian Lewis from the Bearcat Nation Network. We are a student-operated broadcasting group dedicated to bringing quality entertainment through the streaming of Ruston High athletic events. We rely on donations from the community to keep our operations running. Please consider donating or purchasing an ad to keep the Bearcat Nation Network your source for Ruston High sports.
You live and long.
Dan and I started Cummins and Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we were dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you should you find yourself going through a divorce.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Guys, take your beer.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because time show for us gives us a nice little breather. This was an extended halftime show tonight with the very long halftime homecoming for the Longview Lobos, but the Bearcats are back out on the field. There's 12 minutes on the clock to get the third quarter kicked off and underway, hopefully pretty soon here. Nick, 10-7, Longview attacked on a field goal there at the end of the first half. I would say I think it's safe to say a little bit sloppy by both teams in all sincerity. Ruston's first drive of the night was impeccable, 75 yards on 8 plays, and ended up with a nice touchdown catch by Ahmad Hudson. But the offense really struggled after that. And so hopefully the halftime speech in the locker room by head coach Jared Ball, and certainly I know Kyle Williams had some things to contribute to that as well. Certainly we're hoping that is going to get this Bearcat team motivated and ready for the second half of play.
I tell you, Kyle, you go look at that, the 28-minute halftime. The Bearcats were in the locker room for around 24 minutes, so about 5 minutes left on the clock. when they finally made their way out. So the adjustments have been made. Anxious to see this second half. Bearcats come out, get a force at 3 and out, get the ball, march back in, take a 14-10 lead, and never look back. But that is indeed the plan. But let's talk about what does the offense have to do here in the second half. Normally, we establish a run with Dylan Brooks and Jordan the Jet Hayes. You're looking at a defensive line for Longview that has done something, quite frankly, that nobody in 2 years have been able to do, and that is stop and snuff out that running game. Now, you go to look at Brantley. Brantley, I will tell you this, looked good on the play on the third down conversion that he ran when the middle parted like the Red Sea, but is he 100%? And I think it's going to take all of those three pulling together in the same direction, and you like that pass to Ahmad Hudson. Hopefully we can complete some of those in the second half, and you don't need any special teams miscues. So all of that leading to a Bearcat victory. But I will tell you what else. When you're hungry, and you can't go wrong choosing Ponchatoula's or the Log Cabin. Now, quite favored with Ponchatoula's. Daughter works there, but Ponchatoula has delicious seafood and South Louisiana cuisine, and the Log Cabin offers mouth-watering Tex-Mex steaks, burgers, and much, much more. Come see them. Ponchatoula's on Park Avenue, Log Cabin on Highway 33 in Ruston, our third quarter sponsor.
And Joaquin Ramos has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, getting ready for the second half to get kicked off and underway. I want to say thanks to Brandon Forrester and Toby Nations. Luke Forrester is on stats for us, and he has been stellar for tonight. Matthew Carswell has been helping with that as well, and I think a fair catch was made.
I never saw him signal the fair catch. I'll watch the replay. Never saw him signal for the fair catch, but it certainly was treated as such. And Longview going to start with the ball right around the 30-yard line. But I like the philosophy. That's one thing I was going to tell you earlier. Bearcats had a great kickoff and haven't been kicking the ball deep this year. And it was returned. I went back last night to the JV and freshman game. That's something Longview return game is very good. So I expect to see a heavy dose of this pooch kick the rest of the night.
Both teams had the ball 5 times in the first half. Longview has it 1st and 10 at its own 29-yard line. Maverick Rowe under center in the I formation. A handoff to Washington, bounces outside, just breaking through tacklers. Ruston had some arms on him at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to get through and get about 8 yards on the play, 2nd down and 2.
Absolutely, and that's something we don't see. I believe got through Fabian Stringfellow Fabo in on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Xander Hayes.
So, 2nd down and short for Longview. Ball is at the 37-yard line. Lobos taking their time. The clock is moving here in this third quarter. Kickoff was at 7:30 tonight, plus the long halftime, and we are in the third quarter around 9 o'clock. And usually at 9 o'clock, I'm in the bed watching something on Hulu or Netflix. Pistol formation, handoff up the middle, and a 1st down pickup and a few extra yards for Mason Washington. His forward progress got him to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play, brings up 1st down and 10 for the Lobos.
Keelan Davis on the stop.
Davis with a nice tackle there, Kyle, and just not seeing that pushback that you normally see or the pressure on the quarterback. But again, it goes back to the Lobos offensive line. I think a lot stronger than what we saw at Cabot last week, and on par with what Bearcats saw with Acadiana, but really need to put pressure on the quarterback and stop the running back at the line.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set for Rowe. Quick play fake, steps up into the pocket, has time, and a man open downfield, and it is caught. Nice play by the Lobos. That was Kevin Washington picking one up all the way down at the Ruston 23, but there is a flag thrown, holding on the offense. And so this long pass completion is coming way back. And the Longview fans are not happy about that one, but we will certainly take it. That was a terrific catch by Kelvin Washington. But it doesn't matter because the holding call will bring this way back. The flag was thrown at the 31-yard line. And so this could be... Nope, sorry. The flag was thrown at the around the line of scrimmage. And so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 31. I thought that they threw it 10 yards behind the line, which meant they would tack on 10 more yards. But it's going to be 1st down and 20 now for Longview. Shotgun formation. 2 running backs by the quarterback. Rowe puts a man in motion. Drops back to throw. He's got to get rid of it quickly. Breaks out of 1 tackle. Still on his feet at the 20 to the 25. Gets back close to the line of scrimmage. Finally knocked out of bounds. He's going to lose a couple of yards. That was a lot of effort, Nick, for a 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 23 now.
Yeah, absolutely. You look on that play, I would tell you, good job by the Lobos not blocking in the back. Bearcats, I believe it was I think it was 94 for the Bearcats. That would be Peyton Bell had a beat on the quarterback, and really good job by the Longview defender Longview offensive player not to block him in the back. So
Zarek Hill is going to get credited with that tackle. It'll be 2nd and 23. I formation. Rowe takes the snap, hands it off, and not much room. That's Washington. He'll get up to the 32-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 19.
Yeah, third and 19. This is when Bearcats, Kyle, really need a big stop here because they need to get ahead on that scoreboard. And I think that right here, don't give up the big play. And you got to watch the receiver that's checking in the ball game for the Longview Lobos, Kyle, and that's number 8, Demorius Williams, because he's listed as a quarterback. And so could you see a double pass here? So watch that. Play quarterback some. Now he's to the far sideline.
Shotgun formation for Rowe. 3rd and 19. Just a simple handoff up the gut. And there's Zarek Hill yet again, bringing the runner down around the line of scrimmage, and that brings up 4th down and long.
It was certainly a head-scratcher there, 3rd and 19. Yes, they want to risk the Bearcats putting a sack on, put them in worse field position. Now Bearcats, is this the first Longview, is this the first punt of the night?
I believe so.
Dre Mitchell, punt.
So Mitchell back to punt. Aiden Anding at his own 35-yard line. We know how dangerous Anding can be in the punt return. We saw that in the Superdome. Fair catch called by Aiden at the 34-yard line. And that is going to be a punt of 16 plus 9, about 35 yards.
35, 36 yards. But the thing about it, Kyle, it wasn't the distance. It was the hang time on that punt. Great job, special teams out of Longview, really nullifying any chance Aiden Anding had of returning that punt. And I want to give Aiden Anding credit. Bright lights here in Longview. You have to look up at the lights. Made a great fair catch, and now the Bearcats take over.
1st down and 10 for Ruston at their own 34-yard line. Brantley back at quarterback. Remember, he was out last week. Sam Hartwell got the nod. Terrific job for the sophomore backup, but QB1 tonight, senior Josh Brantley. Shotgun set. Man in motion is Jordan Parker. Fakes the shovel pass, and Brantley runs into his own blocker at the 35, but cuts back up to the 40. A 6-yard pickup for Brantley. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, ran into Jordan the Jet Hayes, and but positive yards for the Bearcats. That's what the doctor ordered. Keep it moving, Kyle. You know, it's interesting. We played behind at Cabot for, the time it took us to have 2 possessions to get the lead. So now really we'll watch this Bearcat team in the second half.
2nd down and 4. Ball at the 40-yard line. Brantley in the I formation now. Lander Smith at fullback. Dylon Brooks, the tailback. Hand off to Brooks. And Brooks, he'll be tackled for a gain of 1 to the 41-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. These running backs for Ruston tonight, Nick, have just not been able to break away from this really good tackling of the front 7 from Longview.
Well, I think what you're looking at, Kyle, right up the middle of the defensive line, they're too strong to break through. When you look at the speed on the corners, they haven't been able to hit the corners as well.
I formation again. Receiver near side is Parker. 3rd down and 3 at the 41. Brantley. Quick toss to Hayes. Hayes at the 40. Full head of steam to the 45. Breaks a tackle at the 50. 45, 40. And the Jet is cleared for takeoff. 20, 10. Touchdown, Ruston.
And there are no flags on the play. What a great run, just when I said it. Went up the middle, cut back up against the grain. He said, I'll show you, Brownie. Tough enough to get through that D-line. Great run from Jordan the Jet Hayes.
59-yard touchdown run by Jordan the Jet Hayes. Gives Ruston the lead back with 7:27 to go in the third. Ruston 13, Longview 10 as we await the extra point from Jack Elliott. That could be the proverbial shot in the arm that this Bearcat offense needs in this second half. I tell you, if Jordan the Jet can get through the first level of any defense, he is almost impossible to bring back down. Point after is up. Nailed it. 7:27 to go in the third. Ruston 14, Longview 10. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Yeah, you can play another one.
On a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care and unparalleled customer service.
Touchdown drive for the Bearcats, capped off by a long run of 59 yards for a touchdown by none other than Jordan the Jet Hayes, and the Bearcats are back on top 14-10 with 7.5 left to go in the third quarter. Joaquin Ramos has it teed up at the 40-yard line.
Would not surprise me to see another pooch kick, Kyle, around the 25-yard line. That area is vacant. Very good return team for these Lobos.
Got a good one here tonight. Ramos, and it's going to a little low liner on the ground. Ball is down at the 46-yard line, so the onside kick attempt is not going to go in the Bearcats' favor. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong. Was this the first onside we've seen this year? Remember last year we saw a lot of onside kicks.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the first ones, if not the first.
Do we have one against Cabot or Acadiana that we stole?
I think we did try one. Yep, you're right. Regardless, that one did not go in the Bearcats' favor. 1st and 10, Longview at their own 46-yard line. Bearcat defense did its job on the previous drive. Held Longview to just 4 yards on 5 plays. And a little trickeration, but there's a flag thrown. They're going to call a false start. And honestly, if you did not want to see a flag there with the busted play.
You did not. And I tried to look for the false start. I think that. Do you think it was going to be a direct snap to the wide receiver coming in motion, or did he just either get through too late or too early? So I think he got through too early.
I think he got through too early, to be honest with you, looking at the replay on Bearcat Nation Network. And the snap was not good either. And so if you're Longview, you're breathing a sigh of relief because you didn't lose the down. It's 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 21. So the Longview Lobos have it at their own 41-yard line. 1st and 15 after the false start. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side. Rowe back to throw, looking to his left. Fires this one way out of bounds. Incomplete, 2nd down and 15.
Now, what I wanted to see in the second half, Kyle, I got to see on that play. That's 94, Peyton Bell, former Ruston Elementary School Lion, was able to whip his man and put pressure, force Maverick Rowe to the outside, move his feet just a little bit, led to the errant throw. So great job by Peyton Bell, and that's what we wanted to see. Now we're starting to see this Bearcat defensive line exert their will on the offensive line of the Longview Lobos.
2nd down and 15, ball at the 41-yard line for Longview. If you're just tuning in, Ruston was down 10-7 at the half, and scored a quick touchdown on its first drive. Shotgun set. Rowe back to throw, and it might be another penalty. Yep, there's a flag thrown over on the far side of the field. And that's another false start. So Longview having some mental penalties.
You know, I wondered, you look at that Longview, of course, lost last week by 1 point, and talked to many people. We rode up in the elevator. That's right, an elevator to the press box, indoor facility they have at Longview, and mentioned, hey, this is a down year for us. We lost a game. Like, one game loss is a down year.
Right.
And I will say that it's interesting to watch now because the Bearcats led it 7-0, which, by the way, we scored on our opening possession of each half, so we need to change that score on the next possession as well.
2nd and 20, shotgun set. Quick play fake. Rowe steps up, breaks through the pocket, slides forward, and he loses his helmet. That's a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 17. But Maverick Rowe is going to have to come out after losing his helmet.
Peyton Bell nearly sacked Maverick Rowe. Interesting. Let's watch who goes in for the Lobos at quarterback.
Maverick Rowe all night long, 5'8" at quarterback. But he has been so good in the pocket tonight. And then when he senses danger, he finds a way to break free.
Johnny Hamilton, sophomore quarterback, jersey number 15, in for the Lobos.
Johnny's facing a tough 3rd down and 17 at the Lobo 39. Quick pass thrown up, and it is incomplete.
Now, I'm going to tell you, you see the got the Andys confused. Jaden Anding is throwing his hands up like a flag. Absolutely 100% offensive pass interference. Bearcats have position on that play. The receiver came back and made contact with the Bearcat defender.
And you have Kelvin Washington, the receiver for Longview. He can put no weight on his left ankle, and so he's over on the sideline. That's an incompletion. And so this will be another punt for Longview, and there's Aiden Anding again at his own 26-yard line. Low snap, punt is up, and Mitchell gets it away, fields it at the 29, does Aiden Anding. It'll be 1st and 10, Ruston.
That punt was nearly blocked by Keelan Davis, by the way. Great pressure to get in. But not much on the return. Now let's see if the Bearcats, Kyle, can do something different. We got the ball to start the game, scored a touchdown. Our first possession of the second half, scored a touchdown. Bearcats lead at 14-10, but you're in Longview, Texas. You're going to need some insurance points. So let's see if the Bearcats can have another drive like they did last time.
1st down and 10, Ruston at their own 29-yard line. 6:32 left to go in the third quarter. Ruston leads 14-10. Shotgun formation. Jordan Parker, the near side receiver. Lander Smith at the H-back. That's Dylon Brooks standing next to Brantley. He'll take the snap out of the gun. A little low, but quarterback keeper, designed run. And Brantley picks up 2. 2nd down and 8 at the Ruston 31-yard line. Again, our third quarter brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. Certainly appreciative of all of our quarter sponsors.
Absolutely love that offensive line. Brooks Brown, number 50. You got Cedric Roan at number 70 for the Bearcats.
2nd down and 8. I formation now for the Bearcats. Brooks the tailback. Quick toss to Brooks. And, well, whistles. Play stops. We'll see what exactly happened. I don't know if somebody... I don't see a flag anywhere.
There was a whistle in the stands that blew. Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the players, please do not...
Oh, there was a whistle in the stands. And that's what blew that play dead. And I'll be honest, I'd be furious if I was Jared Ball right now, because it looked like Brooks had a little bit of a lane there, but 2nd and 8. Well, let's run this one back again. Brooks in the backfield. Jordan Parker on the near side. And now it's a toss to the right side to Brooks. And Brooks, he's still on his feet. 40, 45. A nice run for Dylon Brooks. He's going to gain 15 yards on the play to the Bearcat 46-yard line. And Ruston now in a hurry-up offense. Brantley under center again in the eye. Another toss to Brooks. Brooks is feeling himself past the 45 to the 48-yard line.
Good job by Brooks on that play. And that's something that used to confuse me. Like, you go into a guy who just ran 15 yards, he's going to be tired. But no, get in the zone, feed him while he's hot. A great positive play for the Bearcats.
2nd down and 8 at the 48-yard line. 5:10 left to go in the third. Ruston with a 4-point lead, 14-10.
Cullen Clark in at tight end for the Bearcats. Ahmad Bro in as well. Really a double tight end set for these Bearcats.
That's Ahmad Hudson. Ahmad Bro is in Baton Rouge.
Done that twice, Ahmad Hudson.
Handoff up the middle to Brooks again. He gets into Lobo territory past the midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And the Jet checks back in, giving Dylon a little bit of a breather.
That's a great balance by Earl Griffin and this Bearcat staff, because you have two guys that are the, quote, marquee backs of a program. You don't see selfishness and jealousy out of the Bearcats used quite well, and they complement one another in this backfield.
Shotgun formation. 2 receivers set. And, it's a nice sweep to Parker. Parker cuts it outside and goes out of bounds right at the first down marker. He's going to be close. And I don't know if I like this spot.
They're going to mark him short. That is one of those, you took about a left foot, right foot spot. You can see where he went out of bounds. He looked like he went out of bounds ahead of the stick, but the chain guy saw him running that way, and, I can't say that I would do the same thing, but cowardly dropped it and moved backwards. So it looked like from the replay that he got the first down, but he was indeed marked short.
4th down and 2. And Parker was very close to that first down marker. And I'll be honest with you, looking at the replay, I think it was a good call.
Right here, if you're the Bearcats, the play clock down to 7 seconds, so you use one of your timeouts here. And this has been a quick third quarter, only 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. They can use that timeout, regroup.
Oh, no, they actually reset the play clock back to 25. So 4th down and 2. Bearcat offense stays on the field. This is a big play. Bearcats up by 4 in Lobo territory at the Longview 46-yard line. Shotgun formation, a tight set. Brantley takes the snap, hands it off to Brooks right up the middle, and Brooks is going to get stuffed behind the line and loses a yard. Turnover on downs, and it will be Longview football.
And that one, I will give credit to. It seemed like there was a slow interchange between Brantley and Brooks, and just slow developing. And, of course, it's tough to gain yards when you got 4 guys in green jerseys right in front of you making those plays.
1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line for Longview. 4:03 left to go in the third. And Ruston up 14-10 over Longview. I formation, 1 receiver far side, 2 tight end set. Handoff. And bouncing outside, there's Zarek Hill. And, breaking through is Washington, but there is a penalty marker down back at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and it's away from everything, so the white hat was watching them. Things will be holding them.
Yep, another hold on Longview. And these have been drive killers for the Lobos here in the second half. A lot of penalties in the first half on Ruston, and it seems like it's flip-flopped here in the third quarter.
And we'll certainly take it with positive yards for the Lobos. A couple things different in the state of Texas. Obviously, call out the numbers on the holding.
Yep.
And the tenths on the scoreboard.
1st down and 20, all the way back at the 37-yard line.
And this game will be played again next season and will be in Ruston.
I formation, twin receivers to the far side. Man in motion is Doxey. Rowe back to throw. Over the top, and it is, that's caught in traffic. What a catch. Nope, incomplete. Incomplete. And that ball was intended. Well, it's hard to tell. DeMaurian Williams. And so a great play by the Bearcat secondary to close in on that football. 2nd down and 20. I honestly thought he had it.
I believe the Andy brothers went in both. One kind of ball made contact with him and knocked it out, made the contact to take away his concentration. Unfortunately for the Bearcats, that ball fell to the turf. It's incomplete.
2nd down and 20 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun set. Rowe rolling to his left side, looking downfield. Steps up, misses 1 tackle, and hit hard from behind. A pair of Bearcats bringing him down. That's Ethan Russell and Rakeem Potts.
Rakeem the Dream right there, kind of a sandwich. You had a Bearcat with a Lobo in the middle. Great, both guys applying pressure, hit him at the same time.
Getting close to the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Ruston up 14-10.
You notice because of the 30-minute later start, we have not had hydration timeouts.
Correct. 3rd down and 17 at the 40-yard line. Bearcat defense so far has done its job in this 3rd quarter. Shotgun set. Rowe back to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Now he's going to take off. Gets to the 40, and there's Keelan Davis right there, spying on that quarterback. Tackles him inbounds. No gain on the play, and Longview's going to have to punt this ball.
Great job by Keelan Davis, Kyle. One-on-one tackle. The drills that you work on in the summer basically moved out, kept his ground, able to force this punt.
So drives in the second half, Nick Brown, for Longview. 4 yards, -8, -7.
I'll say they made some adjustments at halftime. Or just go execute what you've been working on, but certainly.
Oh, high snap. And Mitchell still somehow gets this punt away. Nice awareness by Dre Mitchell. And the ball will be downed at the 32-yard line. So Ruston will have 1st and 10. And, man, I'm telling you, Mitchell, the fact that he could get that punt off is borderline miraculous. Ruston will have 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line for this drive.
Great concentration by the punter. Didn't panic at all, and really maybe the play of the game for the Longview Lobos if they can stop the Bearcats here. But let's put the Bearcats put together another drive because the Lobos are not going to go away. You need some distance. 14-10, 4 points not near enough. Let's get greedy and get another touchdown here for the Bearcats.
I formation. Jordan Hayes in at tailback. Jordan Parker, the far side receiver. Brantley under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lander Smith, the fullback, and he gets to the 38-yard line. Smith, junior fullback, picks up 6.
Good quick hitter by the Bearcats. Keep the Lobos in check on that one. I think that's the first carry for Lander tonight. Positive yards, 6 yards, 2nd and 4 with these Bearcats back in that I formation.
Brantley under center. And looked like there was some movement on the line. And going downfield to Parker. Up, incomplete, but the offsides on the defense should be, that was a free play, and it should be 1st down and 10, I believe.
Offsides. Number 40 of the defense, 5-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
Wait, offsides on the defense, replay? No, that should be a 1st down if it's 2nd and 4.
The result of the penalty is a 1st down.
It is a 1st down. So Ruston has a fresh set of downs. Ball is at the Bearcat 43-yard line. Minute 13 left to go in the 3rd. Ruston with a 4-point lead. I formation, one receiver far side. Brantley under center again. He'll take the snap, hands it off to Smith again, and Lander Smith falls forward. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 at the Bearcat 47-yard line.
Great job keeping the Longview Lobos, keeping from cheating and spying on Jordan the Jet Hayes or Dylan Brooks. Now, Lander Smith becoming another option for the Bearcats. Both times to run the football, picked up positive yards. Good play calling out of these Bearcats.
2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 47. I formation, one receiver far side. That's Parker. Under a minute, and the clock is going in the 3rd quarter. Quick toss to Hayes. Hayes to the 45. Runs into one of his blockers. Gets 1 yard on the play to the 48-yard line. And this is likely going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A beautiful moon out tonight. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. With 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And, yep, the Bearcats are content to let the clock hit 0 here, and we'll go to break with them. Ruston 14, Longview 10. Back in 60 seconds, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Physical Therapy, there's one name to know. That's Johnson Physical Therapy. And as always,
at Pierce Lumber, they have all your outdoor cooking needs covered. Looking to smoke or grill this weekend? Come check out their wide selection of Big Green Eggs and Traeger grills. If you're up for a smash burger or a stir fry, they
Getting ready for the fourth quarter of action. Ruston leads 14-10. We want to say thank you to Kim Dupree State Farm for sponsoring our fourth quarter. She could take care of all of your insurance needs as well as financial planning. For all of your insurance needs, choose Kim Dupree State Farm. Kim Dupree State Farm is at 1001 North Trenton Street and kimdupree.net.
I tell you what, big drive in this game has been quick, although halftime was not quick at 28 minutes as they crowned a homecoming queen, Kyle, here in Longview, Texas. And this is one, boy, really love the way this Bearcat fan base has turned out. Appreciate those listening on the Q94.1, watching on the BearcatNationNetwork.com. The Bearcats, one of those programs, Kyle, they just travel well, and tonight is no exception. So appreciate all the Bearcat fans making the trip over to Longview.
Big third down coming up as we start the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5 for Ruston at their 48. Shotgun set. Brantley, design quarterback run. Goes outside. Drags the tackler past the first down marker into Lobo territory. It'll be 1st and 10 Ruston at Longview's 45-yard line.
Yeah, close to being a late hit out of bounds. One, Bearcats looking. I thought that Brantley was out of bounds. They would just continue to tackle. Number 47 came in and hit him out of bounds. That's one I think the Bearcats wanted to flag, but didn't get one now, but keep this drive alive. Great job picking up that first down. Kyle, Bearcats lead it 14-10, and we know 4 is not going to be enough. Let's put on some insurance points here.
Good to see Brantley running the way he is tonight after getting hurt in the fourth quarter against Acadiana, sitting out last week. He's looked great tonight. I formation, another handoff to Smith, the fullback. Lander gets a yard or two to the 43-yard line. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8, not as much every time. Lander, I believe, has gone down 6 the first time, but it's keeping them honest. Going to be able to pitch that ball out to Jordan the Jet Hayes or Dylon Brooks. Brooks in the game right now at the moment. Cullen Clark in at tight end. Mod Hudson, get it right this time.
Nailed it.
There you go.
I will tell you what's a little confusing. The Longview band is just playing while the game is going. I didn't know that was legal. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 8. Brantley takes the snap. Another design quarterback run. Muscles his way forward past the 40 to the 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Brantley's helmet bobbled a little bit, but stayed on his head. I believe he will stay in the game. You're right. You go back and look. What about artificial noisemakers during while the ball is in play? How's that any different from your video board making music? So that is indeed interesting. A few intricacies of the game of football a little different over here. Of course, we mentioned the 10th on the clock.
Sam Hartwell does check in at quarterback, so Brantley has to go out with the helmet being removed. It'll be 3rd and 3 as the sophomore quarterback lines up in the I formation. Jordan Parker, the far side receiver. Hartwell. And we're going to have a false start on the offense, it looks like.
Well, I thought the defense jumped first, but now what you have a different cadence. You have a new voice coming in, and Bearcats are indeed marching backwards. Now, that does not constitute a play. Let's see if it does. Hartwell's going out.
Well, no, I think Hartwell has to stay in.
That's what I thought as well. He went over, but there was no play run, no time off the clock, so the penalty, therefore not a play, but different cadence, Kyle, that could be expected. I thought Longview jumped, but then again, I'm a Bearcat fan.
So 3rd and 3 turns into 3rd and 8. Sam Hartwell in the shotgun now. Dylon Brooks stands right next to him on his left side. Hartwell takes the snap, drops back, looks over the top, fires downfield. Nobody home, incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 8. We have an injured Bearcat that hits the turf. Jacalen Blackman is down.
Blackman is down. You know what's interesting about that? Of course, you get forced into a 3rd and 8, going to be an injury timeout here in Longview. But you get forced into a timeout. It's different if you know you're coming into the ball game. You're over there throwing, getting loose. You know you're coming in on the next series. But here, a situation with the helmet coming off, you know, I think that's one that's got to be difficult for any position, especially quarterback.
So 10:42 left to go in this ball game. Ruston is up 14-10. I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Hopefully Blackman is going to be okay. Back in 30 seconds. Bearcats up 4 here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Ruston Football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Provision Security says go Bearcats and offers everything you need for residential and commercial security, camera systems, alarms, alarm monitoring, networking, audio, visual installation, and home entertainment. All cameras can be viewed on your smartphone as well as activating the alarm. Competitive rates and friendly service as we strive for perfection. Provision Security, preserving your past, protecting your future.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Ruston with a 14-10 lead with 10:42 left to go in the ball game. Good to see Blackman able to walk off the field. But this offensive line for the Ruston Bearcats has undergone a lot of changes and tweaks over the course of the spring football and fall camp. And so
No surprise here, Cal. Sorry for interrupting. The offense is going to come back on the field. You look at it, it is fourth down. This is the same position. You've got 4th and 8. But here, a punt. And remember, we had the punt that went over the head, the snap. So good decisions here by the Bearcats. Or could it be another pooch kick?
Well, empty backfield for Brantley on 4th down and 8. And it will be another quick pooch kick by Brantley. Low line drive, but it's going to take another outstanding hop, rolling out of bounds around the 1-yard line. Now, here's the only bummer.
Yeah, I know what you're hey, actually, for once, I know what you're about to say because sometimes I don't have a clue where you're going. You're going to say the last time the Bearcats did this, the ball was on the 3-yard line, and it was a 97-yard drive.
How did you know?
I don't know. It's at ESP.
1st down and 10 Longview. Ball is at their own 1-yard line. 10.5 minutes left to go in this contest.
Here's the deal. Peyton Bell, they're going to go for a big play. Peyton Bell's going to whip his man, come in and sack the Lobos for a safety. How about that?
14-10 the score. 10.5 minutes left to go in the contest. Ruston up by 4. Longview pinned back right next to its end zone. I formation. Rowe hands it off. And bouncing outside is Washington. Again, he breaks free to the 15 and the 20, finally knocked out of bounds.
Now watch, they're probably going to throw a flag here. He was a little bit out of bounds when contact was made. It would not surprise me. You got to be careful, Fabo, over on that sideline. You got to be real careful. But when a running back tight ropes the sideline, I think you're opening yourself up to that position. So, no, it wasn't Fabo. I believe it was the Anding brothers.
Washington with a 21-yard gain on the play to the 22-yard line.
And that is surprising, Kyle. We normally don't see running backs hit that corner on this Bearcat corners.
That's by far the longest play of the second half for Longview at this point. Hand off to the left side. Maverick Rowe almost tripped over himself. Kelvin Washington picks up a yard maybe. It's going to be 2nd down and long. 10-12 left to go here in the ball game. I wish I could go tell. The PA announcer is a nice guy. I got to meet him earlier, but it's not Zyrick. It's Zarek Hill. So 2nd down and 9.
Well, you know in Texas they used to pronounce his eyes, Isaac. Zarek.
2nd and 9. Ball at the 23-yard line. 23 after the 1-yard pickup. Shotgun set. Rowe takes the snap. Drops back. Going to fire downfield, and he has a man. Pass is caught at the 38-yard line, and that's Kelvin Washington again. Another 1st down pickup for the Lobos, and, well, let's see. No, they're going to say it was.
It was short. I'm going to tell you, his feet, that's interesting.
Well, let's see what the call is here.
Yes. They're
going to wave it off. They're going to say it's incomplete.
He fell forward, and when he got up, he shook his head left to right. So let that be your PSA for the day. Body language means a lot. He got up, looked like a great completion, shook his head left and right as he was frustrated with himself, and it really
well, and on the replay, that's the right call.
Yes, it was the right call, but I think he could have gotten away with reception if he doesn't get up and shake his head like he's mad at himself, because it was a late incomplete call.
3rd down and 9. Shotgun formation. Ball on the 23 for Longview. Rowe back to throw. He's going to scramble. He has some green in front of him, and he's going to get hit from behind him, but it's enough for a 1st down.
I want to tell you, Rowe is one of those guys. He's a serviceable quarterback. You call him a game manager, but he's making the big plays for the Longview Lobos. 5'8", 150 pounds, and he's just elusive enough.
10-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Rowe back to throw. Quick toss in the flat is caught, and that's Washington again up the near sideline, knocked out of bounds around the 1st down marker.
Ball actually was knocked loose. Had it stayed in the field of play, Bearcats could have recovered it. So great job by the Bearcats knocking the ball loose.
I believe that this should be enough to move the sticks. It does. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line now. First down and 10 for Longview. Pistol set for Maverick Rowe, the quarterback, and we have a false start on the tight end, and that's Bryant Williams, who jumps just enough, and he will cost 5 yards to Longview. It'll be 1st down and 15. Oh. Okay, that was a bit surprising. So they're going to call that on Ruston instead.
Zerick Hill, the delay of game, basically cause the other team to jump.
Yeah, it's happened a lot tonight. I'm surprised they called that. So that's 1st down and 5 instead of 1st and 15. That was huge on that penalty. So its ball is at the 48-yard line. Pistol set for Rowe. Under 9 left to go. Ruston up by 4. Handoff. And breaking a tackle, still on his feet, bouncing outside. That's Mason Washington. And there's a flag thrown back at the 49-yard line. And this is another big penalty. They're going to call a hold on the offense. So this is coming back, folks. So 1st and 5 is likely going to turn into 1st down and 15.
And that was one, Kyle, in the vicinity. Either you're going to call holding or it's going to be a face mask. That's happening far away from us. So we couldn't see that. But certainly good break for the Bearcats. Get those yards back on that penalty on Zerick just to play a go.
I'm telling you, if you look at the way that this second half has gone, if Longview has had any remotely good field position, they haven't been known what to do with the football. But you pin them back at the 1-yard line, and all of a sudden they're moving it very efficiently.
Now, one thing I will say this, looking at the Bearcats' first 3 games at Acadiana and then last week Cabot and here tonight, I know it's warm. It's still in the 90s, and you can argue it's too hot to be playing. They have the 30-minute start. Seems like there are a lot more penalties. Now, are you just creating a lot more penalties, or is it slowing the game down?
1st down and 15. Rowe back to throw. Goes way downfield. Incomplete out of the outstretched hands of his receiver, Kiefer Doxey. Incomplete. 2nd down and 15. It does stop the clock. So the 2nd and 15 for Longview on its own 39-yard line. 8:15 left to go. Ruston with a 4-point lead over Longview. This has been a very good game. Back and forth. You certainly want the good guys to win it here tonight. 2nd and 15 on the 39. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers and a tight end. Rowe puts his tight end in motion. Drops back. And a quick bubble screen is caught by Washington again. He'll be tackled by Anding. And that'll be a nice gain of, that's about 12 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Perfect play call for the Longview Lobos there just to get a good chunk play and turn 2nd and 15 into 3rd and 3.
You know, they've run that a couple of times tonight. The tight end goes in motion, Kyle, and he comes back and puts a good block on the Bearcats. Nearly a block in the back, but it wasn't, and you're right. It was a good play call, very effective for the Lobos.
3rd down and 3. Maverick Rowe from the gun. Hands it off up the middle. Washington is stuffed by Zerick Hill at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th down and 2. And we have a player down for Longview. One of the linemen is really holding his left knee. And now the officials are going to call a timeout. And I think we're going to have to take this one with him. I hate to see that. That player is down, and he is hurting badly. 7:26 to go in the game. Ruston 14, Longview 10. 4th down and 2 for the Lobos. When we come back, we'll see if this Bearcat defense can hold. Back in 1 minute. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty is a Ruston High alum who proudly supports the Bearcats. Let Tammy Patterson handle all of your real estate needs. Call Tammy at 318-245-9872 or 318-855-2925. That's Tammy Patterson from Vanguard Realty.
Hi, I'm Christian Lewis from the Bearcat Nation Network. We are a student-operated broadcasting group dedicated to bringing quality entertainment through the streaming of Ruston High athletic events. We rely on donations from the community to keep our operations running. Please consider donating or purchasing an ad to keep the Bearcat Nation Network your source for Ruston High sports.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project manager.
Hey, it looks like it was a lineman, and they're able to pick him back up. And that is Beckett Cox. And Cox is getting helped off over towards his sideline, so play will be resuming soon. And if you're Longview, you've had a pretty good amount of time to figure out what to do here. This is a big 4th down. And so 2 yards here. We'll get a first down and keep the drive going for the Lobos. Bearcats up 14-10. This game was a barn burner last Friday night when South Oak Cliff came. I believe the final was 48-47, something like that. So it's been a very much Jekyll Hyde type situation between last week and this week when it comes to points. And 4th down and 2. Here we go. So the Lobos in the gun. Washington in the backfield, man in motion, and it's a quick handoff, and it's going to be close. I don't think he's got it. No. There's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Bearcats get the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
I tell you what, Kyle, Bearcats read that one well. No tricks there. I believe it was 94 Peyton Bell in on the tackle, keeping the Lobos from getting the first down. Bearcats have great field position, lead at 14-10 with 7:07 remaining here in the ball game.
What a big play for the Ruston Bearcat defense on 4th down and 2 to hold serve, for another sport metaphor. And the Bearcat offense has the ball back. And if you're Ruston right now, you want points, obviously, but most importantly, you want to get as much of this clock off as you possibly can. But you got good starting field position for this drive. 1st down and 10 at your own 48-yard line, I formation. Jordan the Jet Hayes in the backfield, 2 tight end set. Brantley takes the snap. He'll hand it off to his fullback, Lander Smith, who breaks into Lobo territory, drags some tacklers to the Longview 45-yard line.
Was a great job by that offensive line. Sam Nations, you see Ahmad Hudson in blocking as well. Brooks Brown really moving that pile. Lander picking up positive yards. That clock continuing to run down to 6:46. Kyle, both teams have a full allotment of their timeouts.
6:40 left to go in the contest. Ruston 14, Longview 10. 2nd down and 4 at the Lobo 46-yard line. I formation. Again with the twin tight end set. And Brantley keeps it on the option. Still moving after spinning off of a tackler to the 40 to the 37-yard line. Josh Brantley breaks through the first contact and gains 8 extra yards. It's 1st down and 10 at the Lobo 37.
Absolutely incredible sheer athleticism and power and will, determination to pick up those yards. Thought it was going to be down. I was ready to say, man, what a busted play by the Bearcats. Brantley said it's not so fast, picks up positive yards, keeps the clock moving, picks up the first down to 6 minutes remaining in this contest.
That was a big first down pickup for the Ruston Bearcat offense. And like Nick Brown said, that clock is still moving. 10 seconds on the play clock, under 6 to go now. 14-10 our score, Ruston up 4. Brantley, quarterback keeper on the option, falls forward past the 35 to the 33-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 6. You keep just getting 4 and 5 yard plays at a time,
Absolutely.
Nick. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you want points, obviously, but if you could just keep this clock moving and keep this drive going, ideally, you could end up with another touchdown. And if you keep just running the football and making these smaller chunk plays, you could possibly give the Lobos the ball back down 11 with under a minute to go. Brantley under the center again in the eye. Option keeper again for Josh Brantley. And he gets just 2 on the play. And now 3rd down and 4.
Kristen Williams making the tackle.
So 3rd down and 4. Ball at the Lobo 31-yard line. Nick, this has to be 4-down territory if you're Ruston.
Oh, no doubt about it here. A punt does you no good. A pooch punt, you've already had the ball on the 2 and the 3. I think you keep it moving, you keep the clock moving. They're either forced at Longview to use a timeout.
I formation. Another free play. Brantley's going to go to Jordan Parker on the near side. Oh, Parker hauls it in inside the 10-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down for the Bearcats on the free play after the defense jumped. The Jordan Parker down the near sideline catches it in traffic and hauls it in. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bearcats at the 6.
Absolutely. You love it. You think about it. It looked like the defensive backs just relaxed and right around Parker. Parker goes in between them both, makes a great catch, and keeps the ball in his possession as he goes to the turf.
Tremendous throw. Even better catch. And Longview's going to burn its first timeout of the second half, and we'll take it with them. 4:13 left to play. Ruston 14, Longview 10. Bearcats 1st and goal on the 6-yard line. Back in 30 seconds. This is Ruston High Football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building.
Warren Parker on the free play since Longview jumped off sides. Don't forget to head to Ruston Rec Dance on the Roo with the Wrecking Crew on 102.3 following our football game.
Absolutely. Bearcats in great shape here. 4:13 remaining. Right at the middle to Lander Smith. Kyle picks up 2 to 3 yards. And that clock continues to move.
You're happy with that. That's a 3-yard pickup for the junior fullback, Lander Smith, and it's 2nd and goal.
Let me clarify something real quick. A lot of been made about this being Longview's homecoming, and normally you schedule a team that you find easy to beat, so you find it as disrespectful. Longview has their homecoming the same week every year. So whoever the opponent may be, get it homecoming completed before district starts.
Under 4 minutes left to go. Tight I formation. 2nd and goal at the 3. Brantley under center again. And the tush push. Brantley falls forward. He's close. He's shy, but actually not a bad deal. It's going to be 3rd and goal inside the 1 for Josh Brantley. So 3:15 left to go. Ruston up 14-10, and you need less than half a yard to get in for the score here and to go up.
Oh, I thought he got in.
I thought he did too.
He's hit as well, but I mean.
Tell you what, I'm not mad about it.
Hey, as long as you hold on to the football and score here, it'll be around two and a half minutes when Longview gets the ball back and Bearcats can put this touchdown into the end zone.
Brantley under center, and there he is. He's in for the score. That should be a touchdown. We're waiting for the signal. And,
well, they don't on here.
It looks. There it is. Touchdown Ruston. And the Bearcats now have a 20-10 lead with 2:41 left to go. in this contest.
Bearcats lead it by 10, 20-10, 2:41. Jack Elliott in to attempt the extra point. Leave Peyton Martin holding for the Bearcats.
So they're giving Longview time to sub in some special teams players. Elliott for the point after. Kick is up. Good. 2:41 left to play. Ruston 21, Longview 10. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
On a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care and unparalleled customer service. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. There's a story behind every smile.
What a drive for the Ruston Bearcats after forcing a turnover on downs by the Longview Lobos, and the Bearcats punch it in for a 1-yard score for Josh Brantley, making his return after sitting out last week for a foot injury. And the Bearcats lead by 11 with under 3 minutes left to go. Joaquin Ramos has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Crazy things happen on Friday nights, so this game is far from over. And Ramos, nice little pooch kick around the 30-yard line. Fair catch made, and it'll be 1st and 10 Longview. 1st and 10 for the Lobos on their own 30-yard line.
And that's wonder that has been the most effective weapon tonight on kickoffs. Longview with very talented return teams. Kyle, and right there the pooch kick, 30-yard line. 70 yards to go for Longview, with the Bearcats lead it 21-10, up 11 with 2:41.
So 1st and 10 Longview. Maverick Rowe, the senior quarterback, coming in. I would love to, you know what, I'll save that thought for postgame. Shotgun formation, Rowe with 3 wide receivers. Back to throw, a blitz off the far side. That was a great play by Keelan Davis for the Bearcats to come off that far side untouched and forced Rowe into a bad throw. 2:36 left to play. Ruston 21, Longview 10.
Yeah, made contact with Rowe. Nothing malicious. Great football hit. And official, no roughing the passer on that one. Bearcat fans will be making the trip over here in 2 weeks, as they will be the home team
for a very tough Stephenville.
Yes.
So the schedule does not get easy moving forward. Shotgun set. Rowe back to throw on 2nd down. Quick toss. And let's see if they're going to throw a flag. There it is. Oh, the far side judge throws a flag way away from the play. They're going to call pass interference on the defense. And to be fair, I think it was the right call. Yeah, the Bearcat defender got there a little bit early. I just don't like it when the official that's 30 yards away from the play is the one that throws the flag.
So the 3 that were closest to the play said, hey, you know what? It wasn't just great defense, but on the other sideline, let's throw the flag.
Yeah, you know he's getting an earful right now from our own Jared Ball. I know he's not happy about that.
Well, 2:30. Sure Coach is just saying, hey, look, 3 guys near him didn't see it, but yet you saw it from here. You got great eyesight.
2:31 left to go. Ruston up 21-10. Lobos have 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line after the penalty. Shotgun set for Rowe again. Take the snap, drops back, steps up, Bearcat pressure, and he gets through, but he is going to be brought down. Shoestring tackle by Rakeem Potts. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, closer to 4 actually, at the 37-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, great job by Rakeem. Thought Bearcats were getting for a sack, but broke free, and Rakeem making the tackle.
2nd down and 6. Ball at the 37-yard line for the Lobos. And 2 timeouts for Longview. They're going to have to really show some hurry up here soon. Shotgun set. Man in motion is the tight end Williams. Rowe, quick toss out to the flat. Left side is caught and brought down. I think that was Zarek Hill in on the tackle for the Bearcats. That was Kelvin Washington. And we got a couple of players down. One for Ruston, and that was Hill down for Ruston and Washington down for Longview. And, of course, big Zarek Hill is the one that pops right back up just fine. But it looks like Kelvin Washington's going to get up on his own accord. Play will resume, so no timeout. And Ball's like, please start this clock back up. What are we doing, people? He was tackled in midfield. So it's 1st down and 10 for Longview at their own 49-yard line. And now the official will start the clock. Probably 10 seconds too late, but he's getting paid to do that, not me. 1st down and 10 at the 49. Shotgun formation. Bearcats up 11. Rowe hands it off. Great play by the Bearcat defense, just a 2-yard pickup for the running back, and that is Mason Washington. We have Mason Washington and Kelvin Washington have been the running backs tonight for the Lobos, and now Longview in a hurry-up offense. We're going to do our best to get head coach Jared Ball for a post-game interview. Shotgun formation. Rowe, he's going to be forced out of the pocket. Keelan Davis chases him down, and he just fires one away. Great defensive play by the Bearcats there, and breaking that pass up for Ruston. Trendon Moore knocked that down. Maverick Rowe should have been sacked for a loss by Keelan Davis, but a Longview Lobo got a quick shove in on the back.
Maverick Rowe, very elusive, 5'8", all 5'8", 150 pounds of him.
And 3rd down and 8. Clock stops with 1:12 left to go. 72 seconds left in this game. Ruston up 21-10. The ball is on the Bearcat side of the field on the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3-receiver set. Rowe, back to throw, has some time, steps up in the pocket. Pump fake, goes to the outside, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds. And so Maverick Rowe is fine. That was a good play for the Bearcats. Xander Hayes just made sure that he didn't make enough contact.
Well, it made enough contact to get him out of bounds, not enough for it to be egregious and warrant a roughing or personal foul penalty. So great job by the Bearcats and Xander Hayes. Now, Kyle, 1 minute and 2 seconds, but it's 4th and 7. Bearcats get a stop here.
I will say this. Officials don't get enough credit. I think tonight, this crew has been really good, in all sincerity.
They have been.
And especially in a place like Longview, you kind of expect that you might get some home cooking calls. I don't think I've seen anything tonight, in all sincerity. I really feel like this has been called. A couple of frustrating calls, but that's just a normal football game. This crew has done a great job. Longview takes a timeout. Why don't we keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth? 1:02 left to play. Ruston up 21-10. And it's 4th down and 7.
Yeah, and right now, a big stop here. Bearcats can put this one in the victory books with a stop here and take that kneel down, that victory formation. But Longview only with 1 timeout left. Yeah, you look at this gauntlet of a schedule, Kyle, that Jared Ball and the Bearcats have played. Started with Acadiana, and then Cabot. Yeah, Cabot a little down, still one of the largest schools in the state of Arkansas. Now you come up against Longview. Remember a few years ago, Haynes King still scoring touchdowns against the Bearcats. You go back, what was it we were talking about on the ride over here, 20 years ago, 2004? Yep. Bearcats won that one, right?
Hang on, I can go to the books. Matthew Carswell is the one that sent those in earlier today.
2004, pretty sure.
So, no, the last time Ruston won over here was in 2000, 13-7, yes.
Okay.
So Longview has won the last 3 contests between these two teams. Ruston would love to break that streak here. 1:02 left to go. Ruston 21, Longview 10.
This was big at halftime walking through the press box. Still think a lot of Ruston head coach Jared Ball, who was the Longview assistant for many years.
You know, one of the things in the preseason, once you see the schedule Ruston puts together, you would think we're used to this with Ball after almost a decade of him at the helm with these teams in non-district. And then every year it's like, oh, here's another surprise. And now I think we're going to have a Ruston High timeout. Let's take this one with a minute 2 left to go. Ruston 21, Longview 10. Back in 30 seconds. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
At Pierce Lumber, they have all your outdoor cooking needs covered. Looking to smoke or grill this weekend? Come check out their wide selection of Big Green Eggs and Traeger grills. If you're up for a smash burger or a stir fry, they have Loco and Blackstone griddles. And don't forget, at Pierce Lumber, they are your meat church and hardcore seasoning headquarters. Come in and let their staff tell you all about what new seasoning and wood pellets are available. Pierce Lumber is located at 1032 Burgesville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats!
Provision Security says Go Bearcats and offers everything you need for residential and commercial security. Camera systems, alarms, alarm monitoring, networking, audio, visual.
Coming up, if Ruston can force Longview to turn over on downs here, Bearcats get the ball back. Longview with only one timeout. And Ruston can practically take a knee and call it a day. But you got to get the ball back first. 4th down and 7. Longview has it on the Ruston 48-yard line. And if you're the Lobos, you really don't have anything left to lose at this point. So I would imagine they might just fire one downfield and just hope for the best, because you have to have everything go right from here if you're Longview.
So what you're saying is don't go for 8, go for the touchdown.
I would say so. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. Rowe drops back, has some time. Pocket collapses around him. Rowe bounces out to the outside to his left, and he's going to be chased out of bounds, knocked out by Xander Hayes, and that will be a turnover on downs, and the Bearcats will take it over. 1st and 10 at the Lobo 42-yard line, and that should do it here tonight. And the Ruston Bearcats start this season 3-0 and start the Texas road swing with a win here in Lobo Stadium over Longview. What a terrific game we've had tonight, and the Bearcats are going to get the W here. That was Xander Hayes with that last tackle, knocking out Maverick Rowe out of bounds, and Ruston should likely, they could just go ahead and take a knee right now. Coach King might elect to take a timeout if he wants to, but at this point, it's all done, bud. Brantley takes the knee. The sweetest formation of them all, Nick Brown, is which one?
Absolutely, the victory formation. I don't think John King is going to call that timeout. No, it's been a great contest here tonight. Bearcats 3-0, 21-10, going to be your final score here from Lobo Stadium.
Bearcat fans on their feet over in the visitor section. And so the thing I was going to say earlier, but I didn't want to say in the broadcast, Nick Brown, as the Brantley will take the next knee. You see Lander Smith jumping up, super hyped to go over to his sideline, and head coach Jared Ball is lining the players up for the post-game handshake. What I didn't want to say, Nick, was I would love to know, when is the last time Longview lost 2 home games in a row? I can't imagine that with the prestigious program that this place has, there's no telling when that could have possibly been.
Absolutely. That is a great question. Love to look that up and see. I'm sure it has been a while. But what a contest here tonight. The Bearcats not going to win it. Won it 21-10 and moved to 3-0 on the season. I'll tell you, when this gauntlet of a schedule was announced, I said, you know what? If we're 2-2 after the first 4 games, then on the way over here, we're all greedy. I said, man, really love to be 3-0, but got a tough one next week. So
I was going to say, again, it does not get any easier from here for the Ruston Bearcats. Taking on Midland Legacy next Saturday at Aztec Stadium in Arlington, Texas, in a neutral site game. And then we'll be back here for a matchup against Stephenville. And of the 3 Texas teams, by all accounts, Stephenville is probably going to be the toughest one, and that is no disrespect to Longview or Midland Legacy.
I'm going to tell you, happy for Jared Ball. This is one where you're going against your peers. You're going against guys that you coach with. You left Texas, you came to Louisiana, and you rebuilt a program in Ruston now. You've got a runner-up finish. You got a state championship, but now you haven't beaten the Longview Lobos. You come over here, same thing. This will be a year first. Defeated Longview, number 1. And I'm going to check through probably his first time as a head coach defeating Longview. Not sure if Gladewater played Longview. Check with him on that. But then you go back and look this year with Acadiana. So really happy for him because the program he's built now at Ruston, and walking through the press box tonight at halftime, everyone come up asked me, how's Jared? Really miss him over here. So it meant a lot to the program here in Longview, and happy for him to get the victory here tonight, as for all the Bearcats.
Tell you what, we are gonna do our best to get head coach Jared Ball up here in the booth. We've sent Matthew Carswell down for him, and I know our friends Brandon Forrester and Toby Nations are up. Let's look forward to. Let's take our first 2-minute timeout. Again, Ruston wins this one by a final score of 21-10 over the Longview Lobos. Back in 2 minutes for our post-game show. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dan and I started Cummins & Fitz in October of 2018. We were both practicing family law and identified a need in our community.
A divorce is often one of the most traumatic and stressful experiences of a person's life. As family law attorneys, we are dealing with divorce, custody, child support, spousal support, and community property petitions. We understand that these issues are complex and that our clients need personalized, focused attention. We hope that you'll trust us when choosing who to represent you, should you find yourself going through a divorce.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
And on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence.
Tell you what, welcome back to Longview, Texas. Lobo Stadium, as the Bearcats have defeated the Lobos 21-10, and really a season of first. You go back and look at knocking off Acadiana, first time in Jared Ball's tenure as head coach of the Bearcats, coming over to Longview and getting the victory. And Kyle, this one was just a slugfest. Bearcats scored first, led it to 7-0, thought, hey, everything is going to be easy tonight, but not against these Longview Lobos. Lobos took a 10-7 lead at the half, Kyle, and really surprising. You saw that opening drive. Really thought Bearcats were having no trouble against this Longview Lobo defense, but after that, that was all she wrote for the first half.
Yeah, this was a really good Longview team tonight, Nick. They did not get deterred in that first half whenever the Bearcats they looked like they drove the football at will. And you cap that off with a tremendous throw from Josh Brantley over to Ahmad Hudson for the first touchdown of the night. And then from there, it really felt like the Ruston Bearcats looked like they might be able to just control their destiny for the rest of the night. Longview was having none of that. They were not scared of a state championship team coming over here. They were able to even take a lead 10-7 with a field goal as time expired in the first half. But the Ruston offense did exactly what it needed to do in quarters 3 and 4. Jordan the Jet Hayes with a long touchdown run in the third quarter, and then an excellent quarterback keeper for Josh Brantley to score to put the Bearcats up 21-10, and that was really it. But I really want to give a lot of credit, Nick Brown. This Bearcat defense that I don't want to say had question marks coming into the season, but when you graduate 7 players off of a state championship team, a lot of people are going to go, hey, what about the defense? What about this defense? And the Ruston Bearcats, they have done nothing this year except for answer the bell when they've needed to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I thought that it was a little surprising that Longview took the lead at halftime, but you go back and look at the defense. I think we look at one thing, and I go through across the board, offense or defense. Bearcat program have been penalized a little more this year than they have in the past. I think that can be written up to youth. And you go back and look at the holes that have been filled in, those guys that are filling in. They're doing their job. They're getting better tonight. They had a rough first half. 10-7, went into the halftime with a deficit, came out. They made the adjustments. You know, a lot of times we say adjustments. Maybe we just go over what the game plan is and what someone is doing wrong. So not an adjustment, so to speak, but still an adjustment as to where, hey, this is what you're doing. You're doing A, B, and C. You should be doing D, E, and F. And you go back and the message came through loud and clear. The Bearcats came in. You were able to force it. You look at the turnovers. And I think if moving forward, I think the Bearcats, Kyle, are going to have to take advantage of the opportunities that they're given. Tonight had a few turnovers for the Longview Lobos, unable to capitalize that. And that led to that 10-7 deficit at the half. But at the end of the day, Bearcats moved to 3-0 with a 21-10 victory over the Lobos of Longview. And I go through, man, Kyle, I tell you, went to the scrimmage over here. Bird, wife, kids, went over, watched a little bit. Was uncertain about how good the Longview Lobos, about how good this Bearcat defense team was going to be. Then you go watch Neville, you watch that. But, man, you look at the barometer, 3-0, and I will tell you, we're all greedy. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, Kyle, when I looked at that schedule, I said, you know what, we're 2-2 after the first 4 games. I'm totally happy. On the way over here, I told you, man, really would love to be 3-0. Now you want to be 4-0. You keep wanting more and more and more. But such a great job tonight. Coming to a hostile environment. Come into a beautiful facility.
Yes, I will tell you, Longview, this press box is connected to a full facility. This is as nice of a football field and a stadium as you could ask for over here at Longview, over at Lobo Stadium. While we wait for head coach Jared Ball on his way, let's get you some quick stats as we can here tonight. Rushing yards, Jordan the Jet Hayes led the way for Ruston with 93 yards total with a touchdown. Josh Brantley was 76 yards on 16 attempts with a touchdown as well. Brantley got it done through the air, 7 of 9 on the night with a touchdown pass to Ahmad Hudson. And so the Ruston Bearcats winners here tonight, 21-10, as we await head coach Jared Ball. Some other quick stats for you of note. Zarek Hill, of course, led the Bearcats tonight with tackles. No surprise there. The unofficial stats that we have, courtesy of Luke Forrester, who just did an outstanding job here tonight for us on statting this ball game. And so we're certainly thankful for the job that he's done. Luke is on the freshman football team this season, and so we've got him on loan. We've only got him for 1, and so unfortunately, I say fortunately, we've got him for this season. He's been absolutely terrific, and so we're certainly thankful for that. So while we wait for head coach Jared Ball, let's take a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the head coach of the Ruston Bearcats. Then we'll wrap it up here from Lobo Stadium. Back in 1 minute, this is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Firmly founded since 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building products in Ruston and North Central Louisiana. Whether you're doing a small project or building new from the ground up, they have the products you need from start to finish, including Benjamin Moore Paints, #1 kiln-dried treated lumber processed locally by Midstate Wood Preservers. They are located at 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston, or check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go Bearcats!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Now here we go. And we do have head coach Jared Ball joining us. Certainly thankful for you, Coach, making your way up here in a very familiar Longview Lobo Stadium for you. Coach, just your overall thoughts on this game tonight.
It's a very physical football game. They got after us. They're struggling with some injuries right now. And, I got to thinking there after the ball game was over, I don't remember a time where Longview's lost 2 ball games in a row.
Said the same thing.
I know we never did. I don't believe whenever after our first year here in 2000. So I knew they were going to be ready to play. Coach King does a great job. He and his coaches, and I knew they'd be ready. And we were pretty inconsistent at times. We just got to clean some things up still.
All right, I'm going to ask you this question. Coming back, you coached here. A lot of these are your friends, these are your peers. Does it make it more special? Coming back and coaching against them, is this your first victory over Longview? As a head coach?
As a head coach, yes. And it is nice. It was very good competition, and we got a chance to visit me and all those guys before the ball game, and it's one of those things where I think for both of us, if you're going to lose a ball game, that's who you'd like to lose to is some friends, and I know it's never good to lose, but I think they feel that way.
Well, the press box, I was walking around at halftime. They all miss you very much, and I told them absolutely you cannot have him back. So I let them know that. I went in so you're not going anywhere. Let's talk about the game. Really, what the difference was in the first half, second half. Coach, you came out first drive, man, just lit it up. We're up 7-0. Look at Kyle and said, "Hey, this was going to be a piece of cake," but Longview didn't go away. We didn't score again to the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, I think y'all were thinking it was going to be a piece of cake. I think our kids did too. I think we take the first drive. I think they were thinking, man, this is we're fixing to do this time after time, and those guys aren't going to quit.
Right.
And it's just like I said a while ago. We've got to learn to be more consistent on how we play, regardless of whether things go well or don't go well. We've just got to line it back up every snap and start again. And that's one of the things we struggle with. We struggle with it at practice, and then we struggle with it in the games, and we've just got to continue to work on that because we're pretty good whenever we're real good, and it's ugly when it's ugly.
Well, Coach, I wanted to talk about that defense. Surrendered 10 points in the first half and then pitched a shutout in the second half. Coach, what was the message to the defense at halftime?
Coach Williams, I think we put them in bad position on the bad.
Snap and punt,
bad snap on the punt, and we held them to a field goal. I think we felt good about what we were doing, but we needed to execute a little bit better on the plays we let them get out on. And really, it was just preaching like line back up the next snap. We've got to be where it is we're supposed to be and continue to try to make plays, and we did in the second half defensively.
Another great running attack for this team, Coach. All 4 of them, honestly, from Josh Brantley, obviously good to see him back this week. The Jet had a long touchdown run. Dylan Brooks was a steady workhorse. Lander Smith was getting some good carries too. So, Coach, your running backs really felt like that they were carrying the team when they needed to in the second half.
They did, and once you get a lead, you're trying to milk some clock, and I thought our coaches did a really good job at halftime putting together some things that we liked against what they were doing defensively, and we were able to run quite a bit of clock, and they just ran out of time.
Yeah.
Once we went up 2 scores, it was going to be tough on those guys, particularly our defense was playing well, and we worked the game plan in the second half.
Yep.
Well, Coach, when the season first started, look at the gauntlet of the schedule, I said, you know what? I'd settle for 2-2 after the first 4, then to get greedy on the way over here. Said, man, I'd love to be 3-0. And certainly you're able to do that. I want to look back at the defense. We talk about Aiden Anding all the time. Certainly deserves those accolades. But little brother getting 2 picks tonight.
Yeah. Jaden's a pretty good ball player too. Aiden gets a lot of the press and all of that, and deservingly so. But Jaden's coming along, and he's going to continue to grow. The more experience that he gets, he's settling in, playing the safety position, and guys, I don't think they may have thrown one ball maybe Aiden's way on the deep ball, but I expect Jaden to make more of those plays as the season goes along.
Jared, thanks as always. Tremendous job tonight. This team is off to a 3-0 start, and we're doing what we've been doing for the last however many years it's been. This team is finding ways to win ball games no matter who they play.
Well, and that is, there's a lot to say about that. Regardless of, I'm pretty critical, being inconsistent and that sort of thing. At the end of the day, being able to find ways to win the ball game, however that may be, is a big thing too, and our guys have done that.
Jared, we thank you as always so much. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to visiting with you next Saturday. A little further west in Texas, out in Arlington, as we get ready to take on Midland Legacy. And so, Coach, thanks as always. We wish you nothing but the best. Safe drive home for you.
Really appreciate it, you guys too. And I'll tell you what, our crowd was really good. I really appreciate the people making the trip to see our guys. I think they deserve it, and that was really nice.
Could not agree more. That was head coach Jared Ball of the Ruston Bearcats. And again, this Ruston team off to a 3-0 start this season. Longest winning streak in the state of Louisiana currently at 17 in a row. And Bearcats win this one tonight by a final score of 21-10. That is going to do it for our broadcast. I want to say thanks to Seth back in the studio, to Brandon, to Toby, to Matthew, and to Luke, to everybody at the Bearcat Nation Network, all of our advertisers, and of course our listeners. Without you, there is no broadcast. And so we're certainly always thankful when we can get a win, certainly a big one like we did here tonight, winning over Longview. And you heard head coach Jared Ball with a tremendous amount of respect for this Longview team. There's no telling when the Lobos lost 2 games in a row, much less 2 home games in a row. And so for Ruston to come in here tonight and do what it did, I don't like using terms like statement victory or statement win, certainly not when you were a championship team last season, but I really think that this is a good way a good litmus test to see where this football team is, and they passed it with flying colors tonight.
Absolutely, they did. Appreciate Coach joining us. Appreciate you for all the fans listening on the Bearcat Nation Network at Q94.1. We certainly appreciate you, and wouldn't do it and couldn't do it without you, so appreciate that. And, man, Kyle, this is a great one to get out of here with a victory.
Could not agree more. Wish us a safe drive home, and be sure to check out the Wreck Dance on the Roo with the Wrecking Crew on 102.3 as soon as we wrap it up from here. Final score one last time. Ruston 21, Longview 10 from Lobo Stadium. For Nick Brown, I'm Kyle Roberts saying good night, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday here in the Lone Star State.